discretion is advised.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Geekin Out. I'm yours truly, Dave Bison here for another Out of Your Mind freaking Wednesday stream, y'all. And we got a lot to talk about today. Lots to talk about today. Not only that, here are the boys today. We got DonPrime, CMB, and a surprise guest, Will.
Hello. Dude, happy to be here, man.
What's going on?
Really excited to join the boys. So
nice.
Joining up the boys on Wednesday. Yes.
yeah, man. I know you got to work tonight, right, Nate? So that's why you're doing a 2-hour stream instead of the 8 that you guys normally do.
Yeah, usually Wednesdays are more like longer streams, 5 to 11 hours. But since I got OT tonight, gotta cut it out at 2.
Like I said, man, I'm still, like I said, every time I message you, I feel like I have to mention the 24-hour stream because that shit, dude, I was dying at work watching that. Like, just like a blank shot. And I was commenting the whole time. The chat was blowing up. It was fucking hilarious, dude. It was so great.
Oh my God. Good times.
But yeah, man, thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Yo. When's the next one? I know we're doing our next one soon. The 24-hour stream.
Yeah, I'm thinking sometime in October. We're probably gonna do it. I think I'm probably October. I was thinking even Andor because Andor is next week, but I got more overtime next week, so that's why it's gonna be hard to fit a 24-hour stream.
I'm ready whenever. Like
I
went because I thought we were gonna do it. I know we had plans to do it earlier, but things changed. So because I went ahead and bought that bottle of Slipknot whiskey ahead of time. So
yeah, we'll
but
get
I've already tested it out. I've tested out that Slipknot whiskey. I'll tell you what.
You've been sipping on it?
I drank like 2 glasses of it and right in the teeth.
Wow. It should be fun, man. I'm thinking maybe October, but we'll see what happens right after the Black Adam premiere stuff. Because I do want to see
make sure
that.
It's strong enough, man. I had to make sure it was good enough for the.
Oh, you want to make sure it's strong enough?
I make sure it's good enough for the stream. And I'll tell you what, it's. I'm sipping on it for that 24-hour stream. I ain't chugging it. Nope. Because what's gonna happen to me is I'm gonna be I'll be like Nate, like last time. I'm gonna be wearing an Iron Man mask.
Oh yeah.
I'll be recycling all my stuff.
Oh my God, good times.
So when does Black Adam drop?
October 21st.
October, okay.
Okay, so I'm thinking there's going to probably be some hidden hype at New York Comic Con because I know that like DC kind of pulled out of San Diego Comic Con. And New York's usually more television based than film based. Again, based on the past couple of years and the panels and who's been like the presenters and the sponsors. But given the fact that like DC's pushing hard, this is like their master reset. This is more of a reset financially than the Flash is, context wise. So I'm thinking The Rock might make an appearance at San Diego Comic-Con, and I'm thinking that might be around the same time. Again, like half of us are going to be there anyway, one day or all the days. So I'm thinking that might be the perfect time. And then,
oh my God,
we drunkenly try to find The Rock in New York City. That can be, part of the 24-hour stream.
I don't think he's just going to get booed again like he did at DC Fandom when he showed up and everybody booed him.
So, guys, Lane Crane with a $2 super chat. Will and Don, best haircuts on panel today. Go power!
Hey,
all right,
perfect card.
Someone's got to represent the bald man out there. So if Don and I are going to do it, we'll do it well.
Yeah, exactly.
So prepare your ears, Will.
Nice. See you guys coming through with the drops.
Very simple. It's very simple.
But yeah, when you're balding, man, just shave it. Like just embrace that shit. You got to. That's what I say.
That's true. I just put a Gundam hat on though. That's all I wear, just a Gundam hat.
For me, man, I'm 6'4", so I was tall enough where maybe most people wouldn't see it, but under the right lighting, I'd be like, yeah, there's a big bald spot there. So
yeah, that's what a lot of people were telling me. That's what a lot of people were telling me. They weren't noticing because of the height difference. Because I'm like 5'10", 5'11", and they were like, I didn't know you were you're thinning out. I can't see it. Well, if you're taller than me, you probably see it.
You will.
The sun does. God knows.
God knows. That's it.
Yeah.
God and Yao Ming. Those are the only two.
But So a lot of things are happening this week. We got a lot of low stocks happening at Sideshow, which is crazy. It's been happening for the past month and a half. But another thing that's happening is that Sideshow is getting pretty much their Boba Fett's in and shipping them out before the whole, HK releases. Like here's some photos. Here's a photo right here I have right now from some of the collectors that are posting them and sharing these photos. And pretty much this is the Boba Fett on Throne and pretty much Boba Fett single out there in the world. Other than HK, like people in the United States having this before HK. It's crazy. I'm like, I don't think this ever happened before though.
No.
Like,
you know what?
Y'all that. What's up?
I was gonna say, what's cool about that throne? I just noticed it. Like, I know people were worried about it not being able to fit in the DTOF, but seeing it like this now, like, dude, that's gonna fit in a DTOF.
Oh yeah, that's gonna fit. Most definitely.
No problem. I know some people were worried. I think what threw it off was that Java base at the bottom. So it made people think that the throne was going to be bigger than what it should have been. But seeing it like this, this is definitely going to be able to fit in people's DTOF. So anybody that was worried about that, I know people in the chats had brought that up. So anybody who's worried about it, you don't have to be worried. This is definitely going to fit in your DTOF, like with plenty of space, front, back, left, and right.
Do we know the weight on it? Would it be fine on a glass shelf? Like, would it be...
I think it's hollow. I believe it's hollow.
It's hollow. Yeah, you're probably good then. Yeah.
Yeah, because I know in the past...
Is that Wakanda throne.
Okay.
So, hey, Will, are you picking it up? Are you picking up
No,
the throne?
I don't think so. I don't think I'm going to pick this one up. But it's funny you mentioned the Wakanda throne because, it is pretty similar in, overall scope and design and all that. I don't think this one's going to be for me, Nate. I'm very tempted by the Boba 2-pack, though. I'm very tempted by that because the more Sideshow discounts it, the more it tempts me, right? And like every time, dude, I'm kind of waiting for Black Friday, though. I think like that's the next September. I mean, they're giving pretty good sales out, but Black Friday, I think there's going to be some shit dropping that are going to make our eyes pop. You know what I mean? We're going to be like, 30-40% off. You know what I mean? Like they're going to see some stuff. That's my baseless speculation, but I think so, man. This one's not going to be for me, but this throne, I think, Nate, this is one I feel like that people are like, I'm going to pass on it because I didn't quite love the show, But then when it starts coming out and people share photos like this, they're going to be like, I kind of want it again, right? That's what I feel like might end up happening. So for me, I'm still going to pass on it. So because I think the 2-pack would be enough for me. I only have one Boba right now, I have the Empire Boba. I really like it. But I kind of want like a modern Boba too at some point. So I'll probably just end up with the 2-pack. But I can't deny this looks great, man. I like the weathered look better than the repaint armor personally. And I always felt that way. The weathered look is so unique to me. I really like that in Mando. So I just think it's like a very unique look. So I think it's pretty cool.
Usually the weathered look from the 2-pack, I really like. That's one of the things I really like about it is the weatherness brings more character to.
Right.
Most of the time, weathered and battle damage brings more character. That's why if I had to choose between the battle damage Thanos or the clean Thanos armored, I picked the battle damage because it brings out more of the character, more of the
exactly.
Yeah.
More personality in it. Yeah.
Exactly.
But the throne has personality too, but I just feel like in the show, Nate, like he didn't really get to do that much like on the throne and like rule that much. I felt like it just kind of maybe didn't go the direction I wanted to, but I don't think it's a terrible show. I thought it was like okay, but not enough for me to drop like 400 on it.
Everybody was expecting sort of like the Shaozi Empire type of storyline, going back and forth with because both of it was involved with that as well, and then probably doing some flashback with War of the Bounty Hunters because it was the actual comic that came out like several years before this. But again, it's it could have been better. I agree, but I enjoyed it for the most part. I enjoyed the Rancor and everything, so it had good moments in the show to the point where I don't mind picking up the figures.
Yeah, and Cad Bane, dude. I mean,
oh yeah.
And I'll sorry, I'll let you guys go, but I just gotta say, Cad Bane, dude. I love Cad Bane. I'm definitely getting. I thought the standoff between him and Timothy Oliphant's character. I always forget his name. What?
Cobb Vanth.
Yeah, I'm sorry, my nerd card's gonna be revoked. Cobb Vanth. Vanth. But Cobb Vanth, that scene I think is one of the best scenes I've seen in Star Wars, period. I really loved it, and I just felt there was so much tension, and the score, and just Cad Bane's introduction was just beautiful. So I really want to, get Cad Bane for sure. So, but that's probably the only thing I get from that line.
It's also his alien. You gotta throw in the alien.
Yeah,
You gotta pick up every alien. Yep.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway,
we should have literally got Boba in back to tank before we got Boba on throne, because he spent more time in that tank than he did on that throne.
That's actually a really good point.
The back to tank had more backstory than the throne did.
Yep.
Damn, that's so.
No, but conspiracy.
Yeah, just like he should come with a word bubble that says, "Do you know who I am?" Because he spent more time in that entire season asking people if they knew who he was than being intimidating. You're not very intimidating if you have to ask people if they know who you are.
You know who I am.
Yeah, exactly.
They're gonna be like,
you know who I am.
Exactly. But real conspiracy theory time. So I know we got Boba Fett in the black armor. Now that's kind of coming out of left field. It's considering its original sources, the comic books. But what if that originally was going to be part of the script that Favreau wrote, and it was somehow nuked when other people once became involved? But Sideshow got early leaks and looks at that because obviously they need time to prep products. And that kind of says the limited batch, because they got word, mid-run or, at a certain point, hey, we're not doing this anymore. And so it capped or they stopped. I don't know.
There was rumors that there was supposed to be the black armor for Boba at some point in the show. So either way, there was rumors at the time. Like he was supposed to get a brand new armor. I don't know why it didn't follow through. Maybe he'll follow through with season 3 of Mando. That'd be pretty cool because season 3 of Mando, I'm hearing several rumors that Boba Fett is supposed to come back.
Supposedly there's a season 2 of Book of Boba coming.
Yeah, that's another one too.
Yeah, so he might just don it then because the rumors was supposed to be he was going to paint it all black because he was going to do a favor and it was meant to be like a stealth mission. So he was going to go in at the dead of night with his armor all blacked out. And then that I think was also supposed to correlate with the comics. Like it was supposed to be, because you know how lately Disney and Marvel, like if something's coming, they'll make Marvel do a run, like a limited run on, like how Moon Knight came out. So they brought Moon Knight back with a limited run comic. Like it was what like the whole War of the Bounty Hunters with Boba donning the black armor and everything. That was supposed to be like that black armor, and then what we saw Book of Boba rumored with the black armor was supposed to be like a Easter egg, like a head nod, like, oh, okay, I saw it in the comic and now I'm seeing it in the show. But they didn't go forward with it.
So there was a lot of things that didn't go forward with it, but So I want to hear you guys' thoughts, like, because this has been an absolute do for me for quite a while, and people have been asking me 2-pack or the throne. It all depends on the moments for you, and also what fills your heart more with more happiness at this point. So again, you are still getting the same head sculpt. You're still getting the same acid damage head sculpt. Just like from the 2-pack I have here and the one on the throne. It's still the same head sculpt, just a different eye setup. So it's all about your preference. You want the throne, you want the more visual pop out, because this one will visually pop out more in your display than the actual 2-pack. So if you're going for more visuals, the throne and Boba, and pretty much Repaint. But if you want more of the action-packed version of Boba Fett when he was just going in there, kicking ass and taking names with stormtroopers, then the 2-pack.
Yeah, it's true, man. It's a badass set either way you go about it. I mean,
either way, yeah.
Right. It's cool, but it's funny, Nate. Like originally, I never thought I was going to. I had the Boba 2-pack on pre-order right at one point, and I never thought I was going to cancel that. I was like, no chance. That scene in Mando is just too good. No chance I cancel that one. But then Book of Boba came out, and I was like, I don't know if I want this anymore, right? I never thought that would happen because I think we all thought like it was going to be on the same quality level as Mando, and for a lot of us, that was not the case, right? So I think, we just assumed it was going to be as good as Mando, right? And it just wasn't for a lot of us. So not saying it, a lot of people really love it, and that's great. Just for me, it never reached that Mando quality, right? And that's why I had to cancel it. But now that they're offering discounts, I'm tempted. So
I think last one was like $75 off on the Boba Fett 2-pack.
Yeah, 25%.
Yeah, it was like $75 off with that 25%. I was like, damn, that's a lot of money.
Yeah,
and it was like $5 shipping too. Wasn't it?
Like,
and that's a big set.
It was like a 2-hit combo to get rid of it.
Yep.
Yeah. So
clear the warehouse. Everything must go.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
That's what's happening. And so that's another thing too I want to bring up. So is there literally a revolution in the works with Sideshow because with what's happening?
The revolution has begun.
Revolution? How did this happen?
How did it happen? Like, is there a revolution happening with Sideshow because now they're getting early hot toy releases like this without HK's first release, so we don't have to wait 2 months. That's another thing too I've been seeing. People have been complaining about this because they foresee that now since Sideshow is going to get their stuff earlier than HK, that means they don't have the 2 month, 3 month window of waiting to pay off their figures. I've been seeing that a lot through Facebook. It's like, crap, they're getting stuff early. Now I got to pay off my stuff earlier. Now I can't pay them off within 2 or 3 months after release.
Yeah, it's true, man. I think, Nate, like it's definitely a different time, you know? Like who really buys first batch anymore? You know what I mean? Because why, if you're in the States, why would you? I mean, I actually feel concerned that I'm not going to have really first batch. The last figure I bought, and it's the last order I had with Toys Wonderland, was EndGame Loki, right? I bought it like last year, September or something, right? Yeah. And it was the last order because they had a really good offer. And I almost never buy from them. I could count the number of orders I have from them on one hand, and I don't buy from them anymore, right? But I did then tried to cancel it. They wouldn't give me a refund. It only store credit. I was like, I don't really want store credit. So the last order I have is first batch EndGame Loki, right? I'm not so sure that Sideshow is going to ship theirs out before Toys Wonderland does. So I kind of screwed myself, basically, because I could have just probably bought it from Sideshow and got it sooner, most likely.
That's the case, too. Like, what if Loki comes out and we get it first before HK does?
I think you will.
Collectors.
Yeah, I think there's a good chance.
Mm-hmm.
It's a wild assumption, but if this is the case, this is not the only one that happened. The 2-pack Boba Fett and not 2-pack, but the Throne Boba Fett and the Repaint Boba Fett, the Mark 46 is getting shipped out from here. It's Shanghai exclusive that has become now a Sideshow exclusive, being shipped out from here to U.S. collectors, and HK still don't got those yet.
But that's not this isn't a first time thing though. Got to remember this has happened before, specifically in the past with an Iron Man. They had the reissue of the I believe it was the Mark 6, but it was the plastic. Originally it was supposed to be for Shanghai Disneyland. They had like a little pop-up or a little Culvet in Shanghai Disney, and it was again supposed to be exclusive to Shanghai Disney. And any way to get it in like actual Hong Kong or any of the other areas was to get it through a reseller. Sideshow did get a limited bred and patch, and that sold out like in 3 days. So almost like Toy Fair situation.
But that was like the last time in like years, right?
Well, I think that's but how many quote unquote Shanghai exclusives of this stature, so to say, have we seen? They might do ones of like maybe for like Harley or other figures, but this is the bread and butter. This is Hot Toys cream IP. And the last time they did it that I can remember like this was that Iron Man reissue for Disney, their Disney pop-up store.
Well, the thing is, they're bringing it back though after years of that happened. Like that was years ago though, so they're bringing this back not once but twice already with releases coming from here and not from HK at the moment. Like HK collectors don't even have these in hand, and they're complaining about it. That's what Monica keeps telling me. They're complaining about it left and right. Like, where's the Boba Fett and where is the Mark 46? I don't want to go to Shanghai and pick it up.
But, you want a Boba Fett? You want a Boba Fett?
Oh, hey!
There you go.
Loco Lu with the Boba Fett. What you got today?
What's poppin', people? You already know. I'm excited. It's my first Star Wars Hot Toys figure officially, and you already know. What? I got this bad boy here. It's the Boba Fett.
Yep. And I'll just tell you this, the journey has gone almost 1 year. He's been looking for the right figure at the right opportunity. Last Comic-Con, we went over 4 days. We went to every Star Wars Hot Toy we can find. And he was looking at it, and I'm sitting in the background, and he's almost asked me, like, does this seem right? This seem right? And I'm like, honestly, price is too high. This doesn't seem right. You know, he's like he's saying it's sealed, but I can see where he's resealed it. I can see the glue, and it was almost like I'm doing forensic files with Hot Toys with Loco.
Me and him was like X-Files on crack. On top of that, with a little bit of extra, what's this in Comic-Con. That's exactly what it was. It was extra and
nice, brother.
Boba Fett. I got it.
Loco, wait. One of us. One of us.
But hold on. Enough about me and Boba Fett. First and foremost, what's poppin', Nate? What's poppin', Dog? What's poppin', CB? And my boy Will Sexification, aka
What's up, bro?
Rastification. Hey, go on, Brad. Drink.
So many names at this point.
Yeah, man. Oh, it's good to see you guys on. Another week. But
another week of craziness, man. And also, Ash Chase with a $2 super chat. Give me Korg and goats. See what I did. Oh, I got these damn goats. I know. I want the Korg and goats. That's all I want. That's all I want.
Lou could do it perfectly.
woo!
Ah, damn. Yo, a lot of people are coming in today, man. And from the sword, there he is. Look at that. Yeah, what's up, bro? How you been?
Yo,
hermano. Hey, yo, check this out. Look what else I got.
What? The mall?
Yeah.
What's that?
Oh,
The book.
what is that?
Everyone got that.
That
Yeah,
book,
everyone's
yeah.
getting that. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Loco.
pretty cool.
Dude,
Loco, I've got my
remember-
third of that one today.
I remember
Third
that
one of
was
them.
brand- I remember
Yeah,
that
that's
was
I got
brand
3 of
new.
those too. There might be a
You're a
coupon code in the
sideshow.
book.
There's a
I got
coupon
a 20
code on the box.
No. Loco, and one of them I got a 25 credit promo code inside
Nice.
the book that was tucked away.
Hold on.
I just want to see if you're gonna open it or not.
What, the
Damn
Boba Fett?
No, the book. They're testing if Don, you guys are gonna open the book and look for the code.
Look for the code and then screenshot
I'm
it.
looking.
Ching ching. Got the code.
Exactly.
Hey.
Lou's gonna be like, I went to use the code and it said that it's already been used. What the
Hold up. I found the code. Here we go.
Oh shit.
Oh,
We got it at Walmart.
Is that the
It was
bird?
on sale.
It's
Oh,
not
the-
the bird. It's the one because it only matters for me. Okay. I cut you Hernandez. Okay.
See, what we got someone who else got it too.
Uh-oh.
Cheers.
Oh yeah, there's $25 code there too.
Let me see this $25 code. See if there's anything in here.
Yeah, I got
Hold on.
one too.
No code?
Neat.
That's
I got
a
one of those books too, but I gave it to my son. But he don't
Oh.
need that code. So I'm
I
gonna go
got
check
the
this book real quick.
code.
You got
Oh,
one,
you got the
Lou?
code. Yep.
I got the code. See, look,
And
look,
it's
look,
good
I'm-
till like January.
Oh,
That's-
damn.
There's a code.
$25. Nice. You such just handing out discounts like it's candy, bro.
Oh yeah,
I'll tell
because
you-
they sitting on dead stock like Hulkbuster. Wink, wink.
Is Hulkbuster back in stock? I thought I saw.
No.
it.
No, it was until someone bought it because people are canceling
okay.
their Hulkbusters. Now, here's my thoughts on that. Why
Oh,
people are canceling
I
their
got one.
Hulkbusters? Everyone's drinking. So wait, what you got?
Oh, I used like the codes and all the promo stuff, and I said I had the points, so I got Steel Bane.
Ooh, that's
Joy,
fire.
joy.
I want to get into those, but they're what is that? 118 scale, correct?
No, these are the 125th, and even 125th, they're huge. There's like a GI Joe sized guy in here piloting it. It comes with a pilot too. And the thing is, though, I got the Space Mecha version. Now I got this one from Sideshow. This one is immaculate. I got the Space Mecha version from Amazon, and that thing was a QC disaster. Like the joint was broken at the hip. The joint in the actual pelvic hip area was broken. So, but I mean, it's hit or miss with these. They're either perfect or they're QC riddled. At least at the 125 scale.
Got you. All right.
So I want to bring this up real quick. So the Hulkbuster Deluxe set, it was almost sold out once again with some stock back in. The reason why I believe that it was back up again was because some collectors have been canceling. They had pretty much buyer's remorse and they canceled because again, like I try to preach that, hey, if you're going to pre-order, you want to pre-order these vehicles or these figures with this price tag because you can start off with $100, $130, payment plans throughout the 8-month course versus just 2 payment or 3 payment plans. This was at 2 payment plans at the final straw for Hulkbuster. So 2 payment plans, $500 a month for these if you had it on 2 payment plans. So I can see why people are like, I need to pay my card bill. I need to cancel the Hulkbuster Deluxe. Or I think collectors that did purchase this with the payment plan, they were trying to flip it within that reasonable time, with the payment plans, what have you, because they were probably hoping that it would flip on eBay quickly after it sold out. That wasn't the case. Some of the eBay stuff I've seen so far with the Hulkbuster right now is between $1,500 and $2,000. So not many people are going after that right now.
They're not going to. It's going to say, like, think about this. Between Hulkbuster and, let's say, let's go with a vehicle, because these are vehicle prices. Granted, it's labeled as a figure and it's supposed to be a figurine, but in my mind's eye, it's a vehicle in itself, no different from the mech that DonPrime got. It's a vehicle.
Just a lot larger.
Not the Adobe guys, though.
but that's his point. But that's why I say that's his point of view. He may be OG, but that's still his opinion on stuff. If you sit in something and you make it move, isn't it not a vehicle?
You're a pilot, right? It doesn't matter if it's a car, if it's an F-16, or it's a mech suit. It doesn't operate properly without your input. That, by definition, makes it a vehicle. Doesn't matter if it has 2 wheels, 4 wheels, or a propeller, screw, technically you're your own vehicle. You've got LPCs, leather personnel carriers. So, you're an organic vehicle. Exactly. Bipedal. Bipedal motion.
You see me, but this is what I'm talking about. Look at this in comparison to a Batmobile from '89 Batman. Compare this to the Tumbler, because those are the big ones, and they're half the price of this or close to it. You get what I'm saying? So, do you want to pay that much for something that is not, rare? This is technically like, McDonald's and Starbucks. It's everywhere. Everyone got one. You know what I mean? Somebody's going to be like, oh, man, this is taking up too much real estate in my house. I need to get rid of it. And what's going to happen? It goes straight into the buyer's market. All right, let's bring it down. Let's bring it down. Let's bring down the price a little bit, because no one's going to want to pay the higher upcharge for it. They, let alone, wanted to pay the price that this is going for right here.
Exactly.
So, there's some that will buy it. There's some that will buy it because they have the flex. But who's not to say they already had the flex to begin with and had it already, or still have it now? Well,
I think that the Hulkbuster will be able to come back to its former glory, but it's going to take time. So so people are trying to flip it right now. It's going to take some time. If you're going to hold one, you're going to have to hold one for the next couple of years.
10 years.
Yep, exactly. Well, and just one quick thing. Everyone's saying that all of Iron Man suits are technically, vehicles as well. Again, and I'll take the words right out of Mr. Stark himself from his Senate hearings from Iron Man 2. They're a prosthesis. They're a part of him. I'm quoting the man himself.
It's a prosthesis. If he moves a finger, the finger moves.
Well, and also you got to think about displaying this beast, because you got this thing, the shipping weight I'm seeing on Sideshow is 33 pounds. So the item weight can't be much less than that, right? So it's a heavy ass figure. It's, you can't just put it on any glass shelf, for example. You got to put it on something very sturdy to be able to hold this 21-inch behemoth of a figure. So that's part of the reason, and Lou said the price. The price has been the reason I pretty much never got it. And then the space, and then the weight of it. Like, you pretty much got to put it on a table or on a very sturdy shelf. Like, it's maybe a Majin case could hold it probably, but like if you put it on, like, for one, it's too big for a DTOF probably, but you can never put it on a glass shelf unless you put it on the bottom wood shelf, I guess maybe. But it's just too heavy, man. There's like practical concerns with this thing. So it's, that's why, like, you look at the quarter scale Hot Toys, like, they're not as big as this, right? But they don't really tend to sell that well. So, but the bigger figures, they just, there are a lot of concerns with space and weight and money. So yeah, man, it's just a lot. So that's why, even I think Carnage, for example, not super heavy, but fucking big. So he's gonna He's going to sit for a while, I think, just considering the price and everything.
I wouldn't say sit for a while. I think they might basically have a situation where it's going to be sold out potentially before it hits in. They're going to reach a certain cutoff number. They're going to basically, and then Sideshow's going to put up the low inventory warning, and then it's going to feed the rush. Then Big Bad Toy Store will sell out. Then Comiconcept, then Toy Dojo, then any other place that has any orders are going to, scramble up. And then at that point, everybody's going to start going to their comic book stores. It's a domino effect. And I think that actually has because of what's going on, financially in certain other markets. Carnage, again, because of those attributes, he's so large. And he's one of those characters you either got to be a hardcore, like Spider-Man Venom style fan, or you got to like that character as general. Because that technically isn't a mainline character. So that's not going to gather, again, just like Green Goblin, that's not going to gather that, that hype, that nostalgia value.
Well, I think the one-off villains right now, or one-off characters, are going to get hit with the low stocks. Unless they were really, or unless there was like an extra skew where people are going more after like the deluxe sets. People were more going after the deluxe sets on these Doc Ocks and Green Goblins. Mm-hmm. But I could see that Sideshow was more like, okay, we're going to be more investing on the deluxes versus the low stuff, not low stuff, but the regular editions, because no one wants to get the regular editions. So we're going to be more mindful of how much are we going to invest on the excess, because they don't want so much excess now, since see what's happening. They're trying to exodus out a lot of these excess figures that they've been sitting on for 2 or 3 years with discounts. So the way I see it, this is like a new age for Sideshow. They're trying to just make better decisions on future purchases now.
Yeah, it could just be they don't want to overstock on low performing products, like you guys said. So like, it's like when you look at statues, right? You see the prime ones, the deluxe versions, they usually make twice as many as the regular or the standard, right? Or if not more. And it tends to be what's probably happening here. No one's really buying Goblin without the glider, right?
Exactly.
So and same with Doc Ock. Like, if I'm paying $30 for an extra tentacle, most people are probably going to do that, right? So they're not going to stock on a collector's edition that like 80% of collectors probably aren't going to buy. If you're going to buy Goblin, you're going to get the deluxe because he kind of needs the glider. So I think that's kind of what's happening. But you could be right about Carnage, Don. I mean, maybe if this is the new age for Sideshow, then maybe they do look at that and be like, Carnage is not a super high-end performer, then maybe we'll like limit the run, right? If this is to be believed, then they could do that.
Yeah, like what happened with Venom. Venom, they didn't have much runs with that Venom, the first one. That's why it sold out so quickly. Yeah, because not many people pre-order, because the main concern was not concern, but the main argument or complaint was that it's not my Venom because it doesn't have the logo. Right. So I heard that all over the place. But then when it finally sold out, it's now your Venom. Now it's your Venom because now it's more sought after. I get it.
Now it's your $600 to $1,000 Venom, depending on when you bought it and where you bought it from.
Right. And then 2 weeks later, the next one came out.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
You don't do that.
It's like if there could ever be like a narration or background audio, when Hottoys did it, it should have been the Price is Right, the loser noise. Dun, 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 dun.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But also, we have 2 SKUs for Carnage. We have the one with the bust for those who got the first Venom and didn't feel the need to get the second. And then you have the normal edition that doesn't come with the bust, which coincides with your Venom 2. And, if you're one of the, I don't want to say lucky people, but individuals who chose to pass on the first one, get the second one, and have the second one and Carnage come together as that's your display. You don't have like a good versus evil scenario going on with the first film, but you have the representation for that in the second film. You would want that since everything coincides with that specifically. But for me, I'm a fan through and through, so I actually got the deluxe version so I can have the extra head sculpt in case of any imperfections. And plus, that means I have multiple heads to display. So I can pick and choose any day of the week what head to put on what character and keep the pose as is if I see fit. And it changes the representation on the shelf. So it's fun. For me, it's extra fun for me. I'm one of those that this is the Hot Toys made this for a collector like myself. You know what I mean? This is something that will never leave my collection. Never. Like my Turtles.
Just wait for Venom 3. That's when you'll get the Cletus bust.
Hey. You didn't get the Cletus bust until this morning.
They'll be like, here's your third Venom figure, but this one comes with the Cletus bust from part 2. There you go, people.
So the thing is, another thing I want to bring up, though, is that I think a lot of people, Bob Dylan brought up a funny one about like how many times you're gonna let Howard screw you over with these releases when you know it's gonna be the next one. I'm paraphrasing, I don't see the comment here, but again, it's all about changing. You got to work with the changes, work with the punches, and work. Yeah, pretty much zigzag.
Roll with the punches.
Roll with the punches.
Hey,
exactly.
To quote Bruce Lee, be like water.
Water.
Be like water.
Or be like water, my friend.
Or like Vulture said, the world's changing. We gotta change too.
The world's changing.
Cue it.
It's time we change too.
All right.
So pretty much, Hot Toys, they're doing new things, and Sideshow is doing new things. So if you're gonna continue on and falling into FOMO as it were, just FOMO on your own control the FOMO. Make sure you make the right decisions with the FOMO, because we all get FOMO'd. But the thing is, I get FOMO'd on the figures I do want in my collection. But I'm paying, and I'm
all of them. But wait, they but I got something that you will never FOMO over, but everyone else in the chat will. Come here.
Oh,
yes. One of the youngest Geekin Out members here in Geekin Out, right? What do you say, baby? What do you say? Yeah. What do you say? Like, share, comment, subscribe.
I'm wearing a hat.
You wearing a hat?
Nice hat.
Yeah.
That's mine. Yeah, that's what I use when I shovel snow outside in the freezing cold. Got a whole like 300 feet of freaking blocks to go.
I can't use this.
Oh my god.
Yeah. No, I got a whole corner in my house. So when winter time comes, I'm shoveling. I'm there for like 4 hours shoveling snow.
No.
Close the door.
The thing is, I was just trying to bring up is that people were getting FOMO'd with what happened with the Shanghai exclusive Iron Man, trying to buy it early as possible and paying up to get that, right? And then it came back on Sideshow. I'm here, and that came back, but it came out on Sideshow, and HK doesn't even have these yet. Shanghai does, and now Sideshow has the Iron Man Mark 46 of the Shanghai exclusive at Sideshow. And the moment the Toy Sapien store had the exclusive Shanghai Stormtrooper, I was like, okay, Sideshow is going to get these. They're going to get these because the whole narrative was that Shanghai exclusives are going to be Shanghai exclusives. I'm here like, if they were Shanghai exclusives, what is a Stormtrooper Shanghai exclusive doing at Toy Sapiens at Japan? So that means that there is a chance that these are going to come over to Sideshow. And look, Lord behold, we have the Mark 46. And now there is the RVSB, CT, whatever, of the Stormtrooper.
RSV, ECT.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, that's what it needs to be on Sideshow. So eventually we are going to get these moved over. So again, just practice patience, guys. If you're looking to pay the money to get these in, from Shanghai and what have you, that's just as long as you're okay with spending twice the amount sometimes or 3 times the amount. It depends on the resellers.
Yeah, I mean, and that's also part of the reason why I brought up that past Disney Iron Man from Shanghai is that it will come over. Those certain items, for whatever reason, Sideshow almost always gets a batch, except if it's certain things that are weird situations with licensing. And the only one I can specifically think of is the Winnie the Pooh. Because Disney was like, Hot Toys, you're not going to sell Winnie the Pooh stuff in America when we can make pretty much the same exact stuff and sell it at the parks and on our website. I mean, and that's the only time I think that I can actually remember or recall where Hot Toys was specifically told, no, you cannot sell this product in the United States under no terms.
So unless Hot Toys says it otherwise, we're probably going to most likely get it. Hell, I think we are probably going to get that D23 Spider-Man, but not the one with the exclusive accessories, just the regular version of it.
You mean it's not going to be Churro Man anymore?
It's not true. It's not Churro Man, but
it's
my
not
Churro
the same.
Man.
It's not Churro Man.
Listen, finally, this guy just sent me the shipping label. It still says it's supposed to arrive tomorrow, so let's see if it's 24-hour shipping. I doubt it, but I shall have the churro. Okay, the churro with the canned soda and Spider-Man, of course. Spider-Man is the accessory. We really want the churro. The churro is what we want. Shout out to Carlos. Yep. Carlos, he buys figures just for the accessories. You know what I mean? So gotta love my guy. Cheers.
Hey, Loco. So I got another thing if you want to blow your mind. So the drone that comes with Churro Spider-Man?
Yeah, the little spider bot.
Yeah, that's actually the drone from the web ride, and you can actually buy that from Disney. Okay, because a lot of
gold version and
the red
Doctor
one,
Strange version.
Yeah, so there's 3 versions or 4 versions of it at the store.
About 4. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. 4. But I saw that and I'm like, that's actually quite ingenious. They actually designed his drone. That's a completely new remold that is specific to the web ride for Spider-Man.
Yeah, I know. I need to get that, and it's a separate character also in the Disney Plus Spider-Man Web Warriors, Web Heroes, or whatever, where they're like big bobbleheads, kind of like what is it, Superhero Squad? They like Superhero Squad, but it's just Miles, Gwen, and Peter, and you have the little Spider Bot, their assistant as well. Yep. So little Spider-Verse there for you. You know what I mean? For those who don't know, the uninitiated.
Oh, I know what you're talking about because there's a new Iron Man. You know who I'm talking about, right? John Stamos. Now Iron Man.
Yeah.
So this is funny. A lot of people in the chat. A lot of people in the chat already have like Ryan reviews. He says he has the. I had the churro in hand. Can confirm you can bend it and good details. Anyone want it for 100?
Whoa!
That's funny.
Riley, we're not talking about your churro, okay?
I think Riley I think he's being funny, but I was funny.
Yeah, but you know what the difference is? That's almost what it costs to get a real one at Disney, anyways.
Facts.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Facts. I was there in April.
Yeah.
Hey, so since we got Will talking, I want to hear his thoughts. Will, so what's your thoughts on the Mark 46 come to Sideshow first before HK? And is this a figure you're looking to pick up?
Dude, it's funny, Nate, because I was definitely wrong on this one because I thought with the amount of time that had gone by between when this was announced and its lack of being on Sideshow, I was like, dude, there's no way this comes to Sideshow at this point because they would have put it up by now. They would have put it up like around the same time Hot Toys announced it. Clearly not the case, right? Maybe they were saving it for Bestember. Maybe they had to work out a deal to make it available to US buyers at some point. But I didn't think this or the Captain America were going to come to Sideshow. As far as I'm aware, Cap's still not available in the US, right? It's just Iron Man, as far as I'm aware, right? Is that correct? Okay. Yeah, so because with this Iron Man, I am very tempted, Nate, because I have enough rewards to cover it. I have enough rewards built up that I can cover this Iron Man. Yeah, I stashed a lot of them. And I have like a gift card for like $140 I got at one point too. So, because I had like a Sideshow issue with my Kratos statue where one of the head sculpts came damaged. So they gave me a $140 gift card as part of like a compensation basically for that. So
nice.
Yeah, because they were like, you can send it back and get a replacement. And I was like, yeah, but it's bad, but it's not that bad. I can deal with it, right? So they were like, we'll give you $140 gift card. I was like, okay, that's cool. That works. So I did that. I have that. But I don't know. I think I'm going to pass on this one, Nate. I love it. I love Civil War. How many Iron Man do I feel like I need, Because I have the Mark 7, I have the 5, and I have the Battle Damage 85. And I'm going to get the Mark 3, the new one they just made, the 2.0. Yeah. I haven't pre-ordered it, but I am going to get it. I'm pretty positive of that. So this 46, man, it's beautiful. I really like the base, but 455, I kind of feel like I just want to kind of save my points for now. I'm happy it came to the States though, because people have been really excited about it. I don't want anyone, I want to be cautious because I almost did it, right? And I'm sure other people have. I almost bought it because of FOMO, Like I almost, Don, you know what I mean? Like I almost bought it because I was like, well, I don't know how long it's going to be in stock. It's going to be gone soon. It's exclusive. I was like, do I really want the Mark 46? And I almost bought it because I felt like I had to, but I didn't. And I kind of resisted that because I was like, I don't need the Mark 46 as beautiful as it is. Mark 7 will always be my favorite. So
you grab this, but then you're like, crap, I'm gonna need Bucky. Then I'm gonna need to get Cap.
Right.
Then I'm gonna. So it's one of those things. This necessarily, you buy this, it's not one figure. It's at least 2, probably 3. Because to get this, if you can't find the appropriate Cap at a reasonable price, you're gonna say screw it. You're gonna get that Cap no matter what it costs. Then you're gonna see the 2 of them. Then you're going to be like, crap, I need Bucky to complete this scene. So this $450 purchase turns into $2,000 in 6 months, if not 3 months.
Yeah.
Then you're going to look and say, crap, these won't look good, in a detail. And then you're going to have to go and get another case. And part of the reason I was looking at this is, I got a Majin case and UPS destroyed it. So, and Majin case took care of me. They've already, issued refund, and I'm just like the parts I can send back to the warehouse. I'm just waiting for them, to give me my label back, because it's one of those things. At this point, if I'm dropping, like 800 plus, and UPS keeps breaking this, as bad, it's not their fault, Majin cases. But do I want to keep continually doing this?
Right.
So
if that's the the way you're thinking about it, you just have to do a little bit of soul searching. Just say, do I want it? Do I?
Yeah. But then, I mean, this figure is beautiful, guys. It really is well done. The Mark 46 is one of the most iconic armors. People love it. Not just for Civil War, but for the look of it. I mean, I had the 47. I thought it was okay. Like, I liked it at first, but then I just kind of got bored with it, I guess. And the 46 is the same armor, just painted more Iron Man.
Yeah, it's essentially the same armor, just that that's why when I get this in hand, I am going to move the Mark 47 head sculpt and move it over to the Mark 46, because it's pretty much the same suit. I already seen photos of people. That's what's crazy though. This figure is here in the States before anybody else starts posting photos over there in HK. I'm like, damn, how is this possible? It's crazy.
That's good. No. That's good. That's good.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm gonna tell you right now. That's good, because here's the thing. I'm really tired of their sloppy seconds photos. Okay, their sloppy second photos is an eyesore. Okay, they did it to us with Cable. They did it to us with a lot of other figures, where we start to see things that are not there and see things a little bit more embellished than others, and then formulate an opinion before we actually see it in hand. This is Iron Man, though, and we, the people, have been crying for something Iron Man-esque that is needed for 2.0. You know what I mean? Most of the suits that came out for the House Party Protocol needs a 2.0. But this
House Party Protocol suits that haven't even been made yet. And I'm going to be honest, the 2 I'm waiting for, I want
Star Boost?
Nightclub. No. The 2 that haven't even been made yet. I want first Nightclub. But more importantly, I want Deep Dive.
Deep Dive, yes. Deep Dive is one of
green Deep Dive. I want the green Deep Dive.
The turquoise?
Yeah, with the actual like gripper claws, like again, Seabay Alpha from Disney World, Epcot, like that suit, like that hybrid astronaut. Like I want that. That is like the most aside with Star Boost, that is like the most realistic type armor you're gonna see if you from a real world perspective. Again, a Star Boost and Deep Dive.
Yeah, for me, like I would like to get this figure. I have this figure in an SH Figure Arts form. Granted, you really can't compare the two. The quality is a little bit different, similar because it is a die-cast figure, but it's not the same. The engineering and the time that it took to get the details for battle damage pieces, which that doesn't come with. On here it's miles and miles away. That's why. But for me, I need the space for other things like a DeLorean. Let's see, more Spider-Man stuff, because I am truly a hardcore Spider-Man fan through and through.
The thing is, your the way you collect Spider-Man is the way I would collect my Iron Mans. I would pick and choose my Spider-Mans, but I will pretty much try to go in on the Iron Man. So we're pretty much the same way.
We're similar, but see, I collected the Iron Mans on the 12 scale, but where are they? They're packed away right now because I haven't displayed them in a while. I actually have like a nice setup where I have all 7 units in the Hall of Armor, and then all the other suits lined up ready to go. And that's including Igor, and that's the 1/12 scale. That's not like the 6 scale stuff because I haven't dove into that with the exception of Punisher War Machine. Now, for me, my ideal Iron Man will be the 85 battle damage, and Aquafina.
Aquafina.
The Aquafina version. So, because I love the way that suit looks, the way it's tailored, and what it represents. It's the final suit. It's the final suit. So, with that being said, that will be what I'm going for Iron Man in my Hot Toys display. But this is still beautiful. For anyone who's a Civil War hardcore aficionado, they got their classic Black Panther all the way to Black Widow, your Vision and Hawkeye, everyone there for your Civil War display. Yo, by all means, open up your wallet and let them take it because they've had it. You never had it. You never had your money. You never had your wallet.
Loco, why'd you remind me about Black Panther standing next to him in that suit? Because I already have Black Panther on pre-order. Damn it! Why'd you do that?
Because that's what I do.
There you go. Don's gonna get hit by this. He was talking about he's gonna fall on to buying 2 and then buying 3 for the figure that goes with this.
But here's the thing: Black Panther fits in both his original film and that Civil War film.
Yeah,
and that Black Panther, it's needed because people prefer that look in the suit. Versus the second film, which some people actually prefer that suit because it looks more cat-like. To each their own. Me, I like the first suit. It looks like an actual tactical, I'm going to war kind of suit, where the second one looks more closer to the comic and gives you more of a cat-like appearance.
For me, the reason why I'm picking up the Mark is that I pre-ordered day 1 and also had a coupon. So thank you, Sideshow, for the coupons. I had a coupon on this, and one of the reasons why this was a day 1 pre-order the moment it popped up was because Mark 46 for me has always been I've always argued about this, but Mark 46 has always been the villain suit for me for Tony Stark. The moment where Tony Stark became the villain of the story, like I know later on, he learned his ways, he learned the mistakes he's made, after Civil War and stuff. But at that moment, I felt the villain side of him, the more the more selfish side of him coming through.
Narcissistic and selfishness and all that.
Yeah, he was like at that point he was all up in it as far as like bringing it out, especially with his Mark 46 Iron Man suit throughout the film. And when he was wearing the suit, you can see it. You can see the him turning into that. But then of course after that he learned his ways, he learned his lessons. Like he had to relearn himself once again. And then you saw at the end of EndGame, and not the end of EndGame, but the beginning of EndGame, where he's like, you know what, I need to forgive those that wronged me, and also also gotta apologize to those that I wronged, just to save the world once again. And that's what I felt about the Mark 46 for me anyway.
That's a good point, Nate. I had never thought of it as like the villain version of Iron Man. I hadn't thought of it that way, but depending on your perspective, there were definitely a lot of Team Iron Man, Team Cap, people. So there were people on both sides. It's funny because you guys mentioned like the narcissism and the like selfishness. It's almost like he was trying to not be that way, and he ended up kind of becoming that by the end.
Becoming that, he did,
right?
Yeah.
Like by the end of it, just because of like at the end, it was kind of like, oh well, Bucky did, killed my mom and everything, my parents, and now like I'm gonna destroy him basically, despite the fact that he knew it wasn't really Bucky who did that.
It was the camel that broke it was the straw that broke the camel's back. That final breakage. I'm like, yeah, I'm not coming back from this now. I gotta kill him.
But I do understand though. It's like there is something very human about that. Where like I think if any of us were in his shoes, we probably would have done the same thing. Like I think if you knew and you watched video footage of your parents like that, and the murderer was right in front of you, you probably wouldn't care too much about the context. You'd probably be like, yeah, I'm gonna destroy this guy. Yeah.
Oh yeah. No. 100%.
So I think
100%. I just want to say that coming from a Hispanic Latino background, we take family very, very, very seriously, you know. So, and that's just me speaking from a Latino, but I bet everyone else has the same type of, you know, concept when it comes to family. You know, you don't touch mom, you don't touch dad, especially mom. Mom brought me into this world. You don't touch her.
She's the only one that can take you out.
Right, exactly.
Bingo.
Yeah, exactly. What that one statement, everyone is on the same page. She's like, I brought you into this world, I can take you out.
Take you out.
Yep.
Exactly.
I think everyone's been told that.
Yeah, for sure. The watch footage, and to have Steve lie to him where he was like, "Did you know?" and he was like, "Yeah, I did." And then it was just it escalated very quickly after that.
Yeah,
wait, none of you guys were grown in the lab.
You know what the funny thing is?
Sorry, cigars.
But you know what the funny? I'll just say real quick though, Nate. Jump in again. Spoiler for the boys. When Homelander asks Black Noir, "Did you know?" I felt that was an exact mirror of that.
Right.
But that was showing basically that Tony had more restraint. It was more grounded, you know, than Homelander. Because Homelander was like, "Screw you." You know, and it's one of those things you almost, if the situation was different, Iron Man potentially could have done that, especially when he's like, I can propel more, you know, power than the RS-25 engines in the nuke missiles. So, and again, I'm just going off my memory for the quotes, but yeah, it's one of those things. And so this is almost kind of iconic. It has inspired other things.
But you know, another thing too is that Tony ended up like, even whether you believe in Cap or you believe in Tony, you know, Team Iron Man, Team Cap in Civil War, Tony's you know, belief of what he was trying to, you know, create, you know, with the shield around the world, the armor around the world, and what have you, like he was like pretty much explaining it right at the beginning of Endgame to Cap, like, dude, I try to do everything I can to fix, to make sure we come on top. And because of you, we lost. Look, we both lost now. We lost. This is what you wanted. Like, we all lose together, right? Yeah, we all lost together. So that's another thing, too. You're like, damn. So he was also right, too. There's a lot of right and wrongs between the both of them. So.
Well, I mean, and the weirder thing is, if you look at it, again, it's all retrospective, you know, revisionist history at this point. But when, you know, Natasha said, you know, it's better to deal with this with one hand on the wheel because we can still steer. So, I mean, the weird thing is ultimately Natasha backed up Tony. And the screwed up thing is by her sacrificing herself, that reinforces that Tony was right even more.
Yeah. I 100% agree. 100% agree. But this is why Tony Stark is, or Iron Man in general, for the MCU, is the cash cow. He is the beginning of this franchise and technically the end, if you will, because a lot of things that's been happening has been like, you know, declining in, you know, visual appeal and consumption, if you will. But besides that, it's Tony. You know what I mean? Robert Downey Jr., you know, somebody that a lot of people were not expecting him to take the role and run with it. And he did. He did more than just run with it. He soared to the skies where you can't see Robert Downey Jr. and not think of Tony Stark.
Right.
It's synonymous with like Sylvester Stallone and Rocky.
No, I'll tell you what the weird thing is. You know, Weird Science was on in the background today. You know, while I'm doing certain things, you know, when I could. And Robert Downey Jr. is on there. And then especially, and again, we keep going back to Civil War, you know, and the barf technology when he was the kid. And I'm thinking of that scene and I'm thinking, this is Robert, you know, this is Stark as a kid, you know, especially when he has like the Mr. Frosty shirt on and it matches perfectly like that time frame with Weird Science or like 2 to 3 years. And it's one of those tricks your brain plays on you. You're thinking it's not Robert Downey Jr. playing a character. There are just brief moments. It's like I'm watching, you know, Tony Stark in college or Tony Stark is being bullied because he can get away with it.
Yeah, because you already have that burned in your memory. Exactly. And I think that's why these figures mean so much to a lot of us when we purchase them with our, you know, hard-earned money. Because think about it, these things are rent payments, their car notes. You know, a lot of these are this is luxury items, and you know you have to be in a good standing with your living arrangements to buy this, have this accumulate space in your environment. Nate, you know, Mr. I have room, cigars and bacon, Mr. I have room.
Hey man, I never.
Hey, what I do?
Hey, I never denied it, man. Oh, so we're hating because I have my own house.
Well, speaking of space,
I'm just saying I need backup in case I need to, you know, crash. You know, I got boxes for days.
I got an extra room.
You got extra room? Oh, cool. I can make a box spring out of my boxes.
Dude, I'm the victim here. You know how much I sacrificed?
You know how much I sacrificed?
You see, this is why I love geeking out.
But you see what you could do. See what you do, Lou, is right. Is I'll give you the extra room, and then you sleep on the couch, and then you just use the extra room for your collection. Boom.
Do you know how much I sacrificed?
I got you, man. I got you, Lou.
Ooh. Is that the Buzz?
That's Buzz, yeah. And again, people are thinking it's the 3-pack. It's just a standard pack for you know, all 3 single editions. But this one is almost like the deluxe set of the 3, because this not only has the base, it has the full flag.
Nice.
I heard that it's out of this world.
Yeah.
There you go. Oh,
yeah, so he's got the flag, he's got the moon base, he's got all the accessories. He actually also has the Hasselblad camera. He's got the front EMU set, he's got the tools. So, like the packaging on this, you thought DX packaging from Hottoys was great. Like the packaging on this is literally out of this world. It's the best packaging I've ever seen for a 1/6 scale figure.
Oh my God! Don't tempt me with a good time, Don. Don't tempt me with a good time. Like
so.
I want to know, anyone on this panel is officially going to get yourself a Buzz Lightyear from Hot Toys.
Oh,
Me.
You're getting it, Nate?
Yeah, I'm getting it.
See, I haven't seen the film yet. I've been wanting to see it, but I got to watch it. So.
I don't think they're gonna do a sequel, and if they do, it's probably gonna be a series. And at that point, I'm like, I'll just pick up the movie one. So there's no really need for me to get the series or the sequel. Unless they do the sequel, then I'm like, okay, I like the evolutions. But if they do a series, I'm like, I'll just stick with the movie one.
Is the movie good? Like, is it, you know, it's not Toy Story quality, I'm guessing, but it's pretty good.
Okay. Did you watch Thor: Love and Thunder?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Were you mad at the comedy?
Yeah, a little bit. I thought it was okay.
Pretty much the comedy just brought down the movie more.
Gotcha.
Like I don't mind the movie. Like it had great points. It had good points. But every time Taika Waititi came with his freaking stupid ass running around just being funny, you're like, why do we need these characters here? I want more story about the situation. Why do we need?
I mean, the concepts. No, the concepts they tried to explore and they tried to do for a kids film was actually pretty amazing. You know, the actual concepts, because the thing is, they were actually did time dilation. How many science fiction movies, especially kids one, are actually going to put real relativistic physics and, you know,
and language into it?
And basically like pseudo quantum mechanics into a kids film. I mean, from the STEM point, that's brilliant. But there were things they dropped the ball on. And again, I'm not a parent, so I'm not going to take other issues for other situations.
Like me.
But again, the ending, it was like, what?
Yeah.
You know? And again, I'll just say this. If they were going to make Buzz, they need the hyperfuel and Ivan.
All I'm going to say about the ending is, wow, I got Doom vibes.
Word. Tell me you didn't.
Yeah, I was like, wow, this is Disney's version of Doom.
But either way, I like the movie enough to where I could buy the figure. I just didn't like the whole comedy that was taking up more of the story with these characters that need to be out. I'm like, okay, so we could have had the granddaughter. That's fine. We could have had maybe somebody else in there. But I mean, like the cat had more comedy.
He hasn't seen the film, Nate. He hasn't seen the film, Nate.
Yeah, I'm the only one who hasn't seen it, probably.
Okay,
but it's fine. I mean, you know, I'll catch up.
Real quick, I'm gonna tell you this. If you're a Toy Story fan and you love yourself some Woody and Buzz Lightyear, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell you this much: if you follow the films and you see this film, Buzz and Buzz are synonymous with each other.
Okay.
That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. If you can pick it out and pick it apart, you can see where they were going with this. And this is without seeing any special features, because I haven't seen the special features yet. And I want to go and see that, to see how they made it, because Chris Evans taking the role of Buzz Lightyear. You know how many people are gonna do some head swaps on this bad boy?
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying?
They're
exactly doing it with the smaller figures. You know what I'm saying?
But I'll tell you this much. I think you'll like this movie better than Thor. I like Thor better than this movie. So because the ghosts were hilarious to me.
Shit.
Yeah, exactly.
The ghosts were perfect for me. But I think you're going to enjoy the movie better than Thor. I like Thor better than Buzz.
Now, Rick, real quick segue. Speaking of Buzz Lightyear, now hopefully the reason that certain elements weren't involved, specifically Tim Allen, is because he was too busy filming the Santa Claus series. So, do you think Hot Toys would drop a Tim Allen the Santa Claus? Given that they did Belle before.
They didn't even ask Tim Allen.
No, they didn't ask Tim Allen.
That's why that's why everybody was upset. Tim Allen.
I know that was kind of like that. That's why I said hopefully that was the interlude, my friends. I'm just saying that Tim Allen is now the Santa Claus again. Any chance we get that?
That's probably them saying sorry. Like, oh, sorry for not asking you, but hey, we'll
exactly.
Santa Claus movie.
Again, I'm not trying to invoke the mouse ears right now.
No. I'm invoking the mouse ears. What they did was try to capitalize on the popularity of one character who is now dismissed from one franchise and is going into another. It's called marketing. So, you're like,
quick thing though.
Digress.
Yeah, because before we get into other movies and stuff, but I want to because we only have literally about 52 minutes left.
Okay. That's why I said digress.
Yes. Abort.
Where is this guy here? Okay, so someone was asking how to order the Mark 46. All right, so you are going to need to register, right? Here is the link. You are going to need to register at the best member link. Now, I just put it up on the chat. Go there, register, make sure you're signed in. Some people have been having issues, whether they're not getting the emails or are not able to click on the Mark 46 and go to the actual pre-order. So once you register and sign in, make sure you go back to the link and scroll down to click on the Mark 46 and make your purchase then. But there has been issues where people have not been getting the email, so they've been going to the actual link and actually clicking on the Mark 46 and they're able to pre-order it. Or no, not pre-order, but add to cart. But then there's times where they can't even do that for some reason. I don't know why. But I'm guessing that after the whole event, this will be going back up, pretty much for actual purchase, more public. You don't have
the
to
Clone
have
Troopers,
like the Clone Troopers. But this time, I'm thinking that they will have the NRD now. You're gonna have to pay the NRD to purchase it. I think the emails and the special event stuff was able to get you in and purchase this figure without the need of the NRD.
Yeah, they're doing as CNB said, the drug dealer effect. They're giving you that first strip free, then everything else you got to pay. So, and again, being registered, it's basically trying to drive up social media hype, internet presence, saying, hey, you want to grab this figure before anyone else, you have to come to our site. You have to register. You have to be a part of this event. They're trying to invoke that tribalism feelings in the brain that you're part of something special, and it's exclusive. And again, it's going on, psychology and brain and dopamine effect. So it's one of those things. Yeah, it's going to be like the Clone Trooper, Chrome Clone and Death Trooper. It's going to be up. This one doesn't have an NRD or any of that stuff for payment plan. Fine, great. Just like the other two had no shipping charges, if you use the code within that time frame. So basically, they're just trying to drive up the hype because we don't know what the batch number is, too. For all we know, they could be sitting on 1,000 of these things at $4.55 a pop. So,
yeah. But Here's another question I wanted to bring up to the panel. Because we are getting Shanghai exclusives now, can you imagine the uproar when this gets brought? Oh my god, the uproar is gonna be like, this is the one Shanghai exclusive that should not touch Sideshow's waters. This should stay Shanghai exclusive. I swear, man, because people are gonna go mad. It's gonna go bananas with this.
Yeah, it's funny. I think the outrage has already reached Nate, even when it hasn't come to Sideshow yet. So I think people already got their pitchforks out on this one. But I mean, as of now, before the Mark 46 came to Sideshow, I was kind of thinking like, yeah, this thing's not coming to Sideshow, because with the Hot Toys exclusive, I was like, oh, it's going to be like a Shanghai exclusive, right? It's not coming to the States, right? But now after seeing Mark 46, I think it probably will. So I think at that point, whether it's Black Friday or Halloween or whatever, you know, the Spooktacular, it could be then, right? Yeah, people are going to be pissed again. So I mean, it's just a harsh reality. Maybe by that point, people maybe calm down a little bit and accept that, you know, and because trust me, it took me a while to do this. When I got Beskar Mando, and I was very unhappy, right, with the Chrome version. But I think it's just like how it is. Unfortunately, it's really shitty, and I don't like that they did this. I mean, but you know, it kind of is what it is. I mean, it's like Hot Toys is going to keep doing this, so we just kind of have to expect it. So. Sometimes we're going to get slapped in the face unexpectedly. Like you're walking into traffic, you don't see the car coming, and it just, you know, that's what happens. So, yeah, man, I don't know. But I do think that this is going to be something that people probably will pick up begrudgingly. So I think it's kind of like the Chrome Mando. With me, I was like, I'm never going to get this. I was like, I don't want to support this. And guess what I did? I sold my previous Beskar Mando, and I'm going to get the Chrome Mando. So as much as I'll bitch about it, I'm still going to end up getting it, right? And for the diehard Mark V fans, they're probably going to do the same, you know, as much as they'll hate it. So
now, in order to save the pitchforks, what they can do, right, is to sell the base sold separately along with this set, so they can, like, you know what, collectors that did miss out, they already have the original diecast or the original what have you, or the second issue with this. Hey, there is the base that you can buy sold separately. Kind of like a throne thing situation, the Black Panther throne sold separately. Just do that. Just buy that. But
does the base count as a? I'm sorry, but does the base count as a battle damaged vehicle? So can you? No. Is that a loophole?
No.
A vehicle has to be
not
at least
enough
half
wheel.
a car. It has to be half a car. Half a car has to be a vehicle.
I can make a unicycle out of it.
I guess so.
It actually has to look like a vehicle. And that
unicycle is technically a vehicle. All he needs is a wheel.
I'm just talking about that Iron Man diorama right there. That don't look like a vehicle. It doesn't even look like a busted up vehicle.
And it looks out of scale.
Like a bunch of plastic slop put together.
Honestly, it looks like the prototype version of Vulture's wing.
Yo, Nate, you ready to see my reaction?
What?
Ooh.
Wait, you gonna unbox it?
This is a
That's
black
what she said.
You're not gonna unbox it here, right? You want to unbox it on your channel, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna unbox it on my channel, but I wanted to show a little bit of love. You know what I mean?
Yo, Daddy, chill. Daddy, chill.
Bounce, wow, wow, bounce, wow, wow.
I'm afraid we're gonna do that box, bro.
Yeah,
I need a ride.
Liz's wife's in the background, like, I wish he looked at me that way.
Oh no! I do worse to my wife. That's why we're still together.
Family channel.
TMI, my friend.
Wait. If it's a family channel, I'm gonna show you how to make a family. Okay, first you gotta get the. First you gotta get the bee. First you have to be the bee that gets the flower, and go pollinate everywhere. And then
you get stung. Then Loco, you get stung.
No. If you get stung or you sting,
really bad.
No. If you stung or you get sting or you want to sting and you want to get stung, you're gonna die. Just saying that. That's what happens with bees. That's it. You don't do it. But if you're gonna go to the queen, you're gonna have to wait in line. You know what I mean? Here, I'm the only bee working. And I have my queen bee, so I'm the.
So basically, you're the Praetorian alien.
I don't even know
of the
what
group.
we're talking about anymore.
Basically, I'm the Praetorian.
About like allergic reactions to bee stings. What?
Okay, hey. So I want to bring up the original Mark V. That's up for pre-order. Not pre-order, but still, you can get the shipped out right now. For me, if they do release the Mark V Shanghai exclusive, I'm probably just gonna go with this one because this one has the 10% off. This is gonna be 10% off throughout the events, and probably free shipping at some point. So this will be the one for me. I really don't need that base because I really don't like that base. So it's gonna be a no for that. And also, this is 360. That one's gonna be about maybe $100 more. It's probably gonna be 460 when it hits Sideshow.
Probably will.
Wow.
I'm gonna keep this one.
Shipping and tax because that diorama is going to add extra weight.
Yeah,
guarantee you that one's going to be like 600 plus after said and done.
This one's going to be a value. I'm keeping this one. I have it. I'm going to just.
So you do have it. All right.
Yeah. Okay. Yep.
How much space is on that base? Can you fit 2 figures on it?
No.
No.
Which one? The new one, you can barely fit the Iron Man on it. You have to if you look at the photo shots,
no.
They have his back, like they have him turned sideways, and his back leg is up on the what's supposed to be the destroyed guardrail.
Yeah,
but that's how you know there's not enough room on the base. Like they have him backed up. Look, it's on the guardrail.
It's out of scale. It's out of scale. So,
all right, so Loco, what I'm going to say that looks like a circular base. So that base may be the same base that's with your Boba Fett. They've just added additional aspects onto it, but I think that circular base is still the same base that came with, your Boba Fett. It's just a different topper or different, features on the display as surface itself.
Could be, or it could be the same dimensions as that base that they've been, recycling, and just putting a different top on top of it. That's
Luke. It's the Dagobah base.
Dagobah base. It's the Dagobah base, bro.
Yep.
All they did was that's actually the trees and stuff. They just repainted it to look like a car. It's tricking us. It's all an illusion of the eyes.
Yeah, but if you take out Ironmonger from that Mark III Iron Man, it looks like it could be the same space of base. You know what I mean? Because that Ironmonger is the one that takes up most of the space.
Now, I like
that
I
could digress.
Base.
That's
I really
a perfect
like that
base.
base.
That's
the
perfect base.
Yeah, it's coming out the freaking ground like it's. That was really good.
That's like I said. That's
I like it. The new like zombie Ironmonger. It looks really cool. You could put that with zombie Iron Man, and it would look like zombie Ironmonger coming out.
Now this right here doesn't upset me as more as is a disappointment. At the same time, it's a safety net because that means they're going to push out something else in the listing. That means I have time to rejuvenate the wallet so I could, dabble a little bit more outside the realm. Yeah, to rejuvenate the wallet.
There's no such thing.
What you talking about?
There's no back to tank in collecting.
No back to tank.
There's no the Wars of Mandalore. There's no Wars of Mandalore
here. You literally survive one battle.
Tanks. What you
like,
talking about? I got
survive one battle to dust yourself off, to stand up on your feet and look straight forward. As soon as you're done, another Hot Toys comes and punches you in the stomach. Boom!
Who has taught you these lies?
Taught you these lies, Loco Lu. There's no breathing room in Hot Toys. What taught you these lies?
Listen. F in the chat's for Nate because he doesn't know how to budget like I do.
Yeah, Nate, I hate to say this, but you're still a relative, quote unquote. I wouldn't say a newcomer. You're still you're not at career level yet. You've not reached peak Magna points yet.
Peak Magna points. Like Luke can't get his Hulkbuster, right?
Oh,
well, Luke's got kids, and he's got a fig.
Now we gotta throw in. Now we gotta throw in a. What's that thing called? What's that thing called?
No excuse, because I got a kid, and I got 2 Hulkbusters, one for him and one for me.
Hey, I'm not making excuses for himself. For me, I'm just saying that our situations
you tried to bring in
different.
the kids. You tried to invoke kids. You can't bring kids into this.
I didn't. I invoked his kids. I invoked his kids. It's different.
I got him. I have a kid. I have a potential wife. I have the wedding to plan, and then I have tuition to pay.
Yeah, you have the private school, which is the real kick in the gut right there.
Tuition to pay, right?
New York tuition. Private school.
Wait. Kid Gate. I love that. Kid Gate.
Wait. Then I got wait. Then there's the mortgage, right? There's the mortgage. That's not counting travels, food, and then the little chotskis I get. That's $100 plus plus these guys. And then all the little things that are coming in, because I already got my lights coming in for my display case. I already ordered my glasses. It's going to take about a month or two for me to get my glasses in for the actual case that I'm building. And then next week, I actually finally get those cases in. So I'll be doing that on my channel soon. So shameless
right now, you want to save yourself a lot of money?
What? What he said?
I said, you want to save yourself a lot of money? Don't put a ring on it.
Too late. Too late. I did it 4 years ago. Too late. You're 4 years too late.
I mean, here's the thing, Loco. You're forgetting 3 weeks. 3 weeks, brother. 3 weeks.
The same bills as all of us.
He's just doing the actual wedding. He's doing the wedding.
It's a destination wedding. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I saw the prices of it too, and I'm like,
no, I'm just joking.
Yeah, you know, Bob did this right.
I know
Bob
you
did this right. I'm doing this right, guys. No shaming or pressuring into making bad financial decisions. Bob did this right. You know, you gotta remember, this is some bad decisions right here, isn't it? Like bad financial.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like if Gremlins were running the bank or something.
No. And here's the thing. Here's the thing. I told you I have the curse of lack of space.
Yes, I'd say it's a full-scale panic. Are you having a run on the bank scare yet? Well, it's rather brutal here. We're advising our clients to put everything they've got into canned food and shotguns.
Well, listen, you're gonna have to end up, getting some gunpowder. You're gonna need some gunpowder because I don't know about you, man, but I got 100 guns, 100 clips.
You're gonna need
I'm from New York.
Secret bank account.
I have a secret bank account. I have a
you...
secret bank account. Where do you think I get these from?
Hey, $20 is $20, right?
Hey, that's what I'm saying, man.
No, $100 is $100. You gotta think a little bit bigger.
So I wanted to ask Will real quick. So Will, I know you brought up Buzz Lightyear earlier. Is that a figure that you originally wanted to get in your collection, or you just want to wait till the movie comes out? And then that comes out, but you see the movie on Disney Plus and then make your decision then. Because I think that's the proper way to do it. You don't want to buy a figure before the movie, and then you.
That's
watch
how
the movie
I like to do it.
You know?
Because I've made some mistakes in the past, Nate. Because before, I think maybe one of the only ones I pre-ordered before I saw the movie was some EndGame figures. Like I pre-ordered EndGame Black Widow and like Cap and some others. I ended up canceling them and just getting them later, right? I didn't get Black Widow, but I got Cap and all that, right? So Buzz Lightyear. Probably not, man. Not for the price. I feel like unless I see the movie and I'm just blown away with it, which based on what you guys are saying and what I've seen from reviews and such, it probably is not going to be the case, right? Like if it's as good as like Coco, for example, then yeah, I'd get it. But if it's not, which I doubt it will be, based on what I've heard, but who knows? Maybe it is. I'm probably not going to get it, right? I do love Toy Story though. I love all 4 of the Toy Story films. They're great. Really like 3 and 4. Those are probably my favorites. But I think it's a cool looking figure, man. I'm worried about the price of it, Nate. It is a cool looking figure, but the thing that I'm kind of worried about too, also the price, and it looks like a toy, right? Because it's supposed to. But at the same time, do I want to pay $350 for that? It's like if I wanted to get a Buzz Lightyear, I could go and get one from, Target. It's not going to quite look this good, but on the shelf, it's going to get the same idea across, right?
No, not really. Yep. No, not really. I have it. I bought one for my daughter. so she doesn't play with my
So that's why with me, like it's almost too toyetic. Like it doesn't have that, like Hot Toys is about realism, right? This is as lifelike as you can get to the movie, but it still looks like a toy, right? So for me, not going to be something I grab probably.
What about the Beast Kingdom 9-inch one though?
Because
that's $90, but that actually has internal LEDs. It doesn't include the jetpack, so it's a trade-off. Yeah, so it's one of those things. What do you actually want? Do you want just the suit with the internal LEDs, or do you want the full shebang that actually looks like the Buzz Lightyear you can get at Disney? For $40.
Right. Exactly. So for me, Don, I'm probably just going to pass on all of them, to be honest. Beast Kingdom did make something I do want, though. On a side note, the Iron Throne. I do want that. That looks really good. I've never had a Beast Kingdom piece before. So I've always heard good things, and I've seen a lot of their good shit. But For me, guys, yeah, Buzz is probably not going to be something I grab.
Yeah,
But it's each their own.
I figured. You know,
it's not going to be for me.
Like I said, this one right here, brother, it's not everyone's cup of tea. It's not everyone's cup of tea.
No.
This is why I asked, because this is one of those very niche things that Hot Toys does, but ends up flying and soaring in the market after it's sold out. Because right now, if you have a chance, can we check the bestsellers to see where this is standing?
Yeah. I do like that Hot Toys is doing different things. So it's still Disney, but I like that it's not Marvel or Star Wars. Like I do like that they're branching out in that way. So
it's Pixar.
I do like to see this. I do think this is a cool development from Hot Toys. It's just, and I like to see them try new things. It's not going to be for me. But I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of others that probably feel the same when you get that $360 bill if you did pre-order it, right? So it's going to be. Yeah.
I wanted to bring this up before we get into the bestsellers. Boxton says, Nate, what are you talking about? We all missed out on that Rogue One Darth Vader because we waited to order after the movie. We all lost, but you who ordered before. Lies. It's Darth Vader.
It's confirmed. It's factual.
It's Darth Vader. It's Darth Vader. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter if, like, for example, the Boba Fett throne, right? Or the Boba Fett, or even the Boba Fett 2-pack. It's Boba Fett. It doesn't matter to me it's Darth Vader or Boba Fett. Now, if you're a Buzz Lightyear fan, you don't even care about the damn movie, how bad it is. But you're a Buzz Lightyear fan, you would go and pre-order that character because it is your favorite character. Darth Vader and Boba Fett are my favorite characters, and they will be pre-ordered no matter how bad the movie is. They will be ordered no matter what.
It's like pizza, baby. It's good even if it's bad. And if you get what I'm talking about.
But the thing is, if you go and pre-order the Hellboy figure and you hated the Hellboy movie and canceled the Hellboy figure, it's because that Hellboy character or that the way he was portrayed in that film was not your favorite. But Vader and Boba Fett have always still portrayed the badassery of that character that I enjoy. No matter I still get hate from people that think that don't like me enjoying Boba Fett, Book of Boba Fett. I enjoyed it. I loved the show. People still hate that on me.
You mean the bingo cards? You mean the bingo cards?
Yeah, people still hate on me on that. But
there are good parts of it.
Yeah, there's
Mando season 2.5. I mean,
yeah.
At the end of the day, it's all about It's all about your favorite characters. If you're gonna day one pre-order a character like me who pre-ordered Darth Vader, it's because Darth Vader is my favorite character. Buzz Lightyear. If Will wants to wait to the movie, especially with the price tag, hey, go ahead. More power to you with that. But if there's people out there that do not like the movie, but still Buzz Lightyear is their favorite character, they would day one pre-order no matter what. And that's how I feel about Darth Vader and Boba Fett. Like, no matter what, no matter how bad the movie is or how bad the show is, I still enjoy these characters because they're my favorite characters. And they will always be day one pre-ordered for me. So, I think at the end of the day, if you are pre-ordering, like here, if you're pre-ordering a figure, it has to be your favorite character of all time or your favorite moment from the film with that character. That's how I feel about it. Like, if you're gonna day one pre-order a figure, no matter the price, no matter how bad the movie is, it has to be your favorite character. It has to be.
Like real quick, I want to say this, because I'm probably one of the only other characters besides my boy DonPrime over here that bleed into other IPs that is not Hot Toys or 1/6 scale related. This figure right here was $100. This Buzz Lightyear right here. SH Figure Arts, right? This is literally, in my opinion, and in a couple of others' opinion, runner up for figure of the year for SH Figure Arts. It's light, it's hollow, it's kind of like a model kit, if you will, because it's the way it's designed to be for SH Figure Arts and the way they do things. But it's such a well-balanced figure. Bro, I have a hard time putting this figure down every time he's in my hands. That's when you have a fun factor type of thing going on with a figure. Now, when it upscales to something like this, the fun factor gets kicked up a notch and also taken away depending on how far you want to go with your articulation or whatever your display is. This right here, if you like the movie enough, this will be a good, stand-in. But if you a Hot Toys aficionado and you want to get the French kiss or chef's kiss, creme de la creme of a Buzz Lightyear, you'll go with the Hot Toys. But like I said, I use this as a way to gauge if I want to get it upscaled. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So this is a fun toy. This is like the best thing that I've gotten thus far that I haven't put down yet. We shall see with,
Well,
Boba.
Here's another thing too. Boba Fett. Boba Fett. I did not wait because of the year thing, because he was my favorite character. I pre-ordered him because he always will be my favorite character. Hell, that Venom right there will always be my favorite character in the Spider-Man universe. You know why? Because he's Venom. I don't care if he doesn't have the logo. I pre-ordered him. Day one.
He's so Venom. We're still gonna get Venom in MCU, and at this point, he will be one with the spider symbol because that's going to be the thing to differentiate. And I guarantee you, there was a deal worked out when Sony and Marvel did their new extension contract, where there's going to be two different Venoms to differentiate. So Marvel is basically given, hey, you can do the one with the symbol, because again, at this point, Venom now is officially in the MCU. It just might be a drop of it, but that also means we're going to see a new Venom. So it's not potentially going to be Eddie Brock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it could be Tom Holland. Yeah, could be.
All right. So, Will, you say you got to go?
Yeah, man. I got to run, man. I got to get something to eat. I'm starved, and I got to prepare for
You just got to work it out, right?
Yep.
Exactly. Yep. Hey,
like,
dude,
throwing the guns.
Got to show off the guns, So it's but
it's Will sexifications. It's Will sexifications.
He lifts things up and puts them down.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. But guys, thank you so much for having me, man. I appreciate it. First time being on the channel. You guys are great, and man, I'd love to come back on sometime. So.
Appreciate it, brother. Thank you.
Any final thoughts? Any final thoughts you want to say
Dude,
before you go?
I'm still not going to buy Buzz Lightyear, even though you sold me almost. But it's and the Mark 46. You were selling me, Nate. That was a really good sales pitch. You were like, "It's villain Iron Man." I've never heard that shit before. That was really effective, actually. But I'm still not going to buy it. I got a hold firm on this.
It's supplying the man. I gotta entice you to pick this up.
You did a really good job, bro. I hadn't thought of it that way. I hadn't thought of it.
Nice me with freaking Black Panther in now. So.
See?
No. I know how to get Will. I know how to get Will.
What's up, bro?
It's a Loki Iron Man.
I'm in, bro. Let me fucking get this right now. But yeah, man, I can't wait for that EndGame Loki man to show up. So yeah, but I'm excited, and I got to get some of you guys on my channel and have you guys on for like Fridays or Sundays, whatever you guys want to do. But we'll chat, and man, I'm really excited, and thanks for having me.
Hey, Will.
Cool. All right, peace, guys. Have a good one.
Later, Will.
Thank you.
Yeah,
awesome.
man.
He was very cool.
He's
you've been trying to come in.
Will.
Yeah, he wasn't trying to come in for a while, so it was like he just messaged me early today. I was like, "Oh yeah, come in, man." I know he wants me to come into his streams too, but because of my schedule and the way I'm just hectic all the time, probably next week, not this week, but next week. But we'll see what happens.
I would recommend for you, Nate, try a Friday, brother. You never know.
I know it's a Friday. Yeah, it's a Friday.
But
we've been talking about Friday. Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this much right now, right? Because we haven't done it yet, and we should do it now before we go into the next topic. I want to see the best sellers on Buzz Lightyear real quick, because he is like the Venomized Iron Man. He is that one-off figure you won't see a repeat of. He has 2 SKUs, just like the Venomized Iron Man, just like some of the other one-offs that we are seeing. And one-offs do collect a higher price tag or value after it's sold out, and then there's another buzz for it, no pun intended. When something reemerges, is like, oh yeah, remember that movie? Yeah, but it was the best looking version. I would like to get that one because that looks better. You know what I mean? It's kind of like pick your flavor of Boba Fett or pick your flavor of Spider-Man or Iron Man. You get what I'm saying? Which one impacted you the most? If you're collecting everything, you're collecting everything. But what page is he on?
4.
Page 4.
That's not bad.
Page 4. But here's the thing, page 4 with 24 per page for bestsellers.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah, that's still not
So that
bad.
means he's like number 80 to 82 overall.
That's still not bad considering that he's still next to
Loki,
and Black Widow. We got who's that? Is that Morbius? It's Morbid time.
Morbius there too.
Yo,
Morbius is outselling Buzz Lightyear. Doc, you're screwed.
Doc, come on. You know you need to get a Morbin. You need to get
exactly, Boxton. Okay, order favorites first. I will follow Nate's rule. Yes, order your favorites. Yep. Order your favorites, especially if you get to the, like, let's say you get FOMO to a figure that you really enjoy, like it's your favorite. Like, there you go. You don't be having buyer's remorse. Like, FOMO is gonna happen whether you like it or not. But you gotta learn how to control that FOMO to work to your advantage.
Exactly.
You know? To work it to your, don't let the FOMO work you. You work the FOMO. You work the FOMO. Don't let the FOMO work you. You work the FOMO. And for me, the way I work my FOMO is I pre-order my favorites. My favorites. Do not go and pre-order a figure because the hype train on it. Like, for example, with Boba Fett. A lot of people were like, oh man, I'm going to pre-order because it's like the grail of Boba Fett. When they got it, they started selling it because, like, why did I pick up this? Like, they were literally posting, why did I pick up this? Because everybody was telling me, all the YouTubers were telling me it was the best Boba Fett ever. And then they had it in hand. I'm like, I don't like this. I'm like, dude, you know what you have in your hands? Like, at the end of the day, it's his he didn't like it. He did not like it.
Here's the thing. For me specifically, knowing me, with when it comes to like certain things, I'm selective on, and other things I am not. I.e., Spider-Man, Turtles, Deadpool. Those are my go-tos, right? And then I'm selective with everything else. Star Wars was something that I've been like chasing for a whole year. Like, I know I want Yoda to be my first one. Still trying to get myself a Yoda, but to have one that's readily available on Sideshow, I'm like, yeah, I want to get a Mando, but then we got the Chrome Mando coming. All right, cool. Let me put an order here. It's not something I'm going to have in hand, so I'm still waiting to have that Star Wars Hot Toys experience of a figure in hand. And I finally got one with Boba Fett, and being that it's an all black suit, all black everything. Like,
one of us.
You get me? This right here, the story, reading it, having the comic also coming in so I could go send it to get graded. This right here is one of those figures that it's a niche figure. People bought into the hype, and they don't know if they want it or not because of the hype train. That's why I'm saying be careful with your hype train. You follow the hype. If you want to make a business decision, by all means, make a business decision. But when it comes to knowing what you want to keep in your collection, you have to have some type of connection with your figure or with that collectible, so that way it stays in your collection. Like, people trade off and rotate their collection often. Me, I try not to. Why? Because my collection is like a thumbprint of me. If I go to Cigars and Bacons, I'm gonna see his collection. There'll be something that I missed out, might want, and vice versa if he comes to my crib. Same thing goes for Doc. Same thing goes for Don. Same thing goes for Nate. Same thing goes for P-Rock. Same thing goes for anyone else here and everyone else in the chat.
Turtles, bro. I want them turtles, bro.
Listen, turtle. Everybody wants to Shout out to SB, man, and Blue Tattoo, man. They found themselves in the wild for like dirt cheap Bebop.
Damn.
I'm like, oh shit. That's probably the one that Nate, kind of like, hey guys, come and get your Bebop. You know what I mean? I'm like, dude.
Loco, I'm not gonna lie.
I didn't know, man.
Loco, I'm not gonna lie. I'm eyeing the freaking reissue of the Turtle Blimp. because I had it as a kid. And if I'm already like putting up TIE fighters and X-Wings, I'm like, the only thing is my vent large enough to actually put the blimp up, you know, to properly display it.
Well, if you want to properly display the blimp, by all means, you know, that's up to you to determine, because it's like, you know, it's a big, you know.
Oh, it's a vehicle. Denobi, the turtle blimp is a vehicle.
Yeah, it's a vehicle. It's a blimp. It's huge. But also, if you choose not to have it and just put it in the glider form, you can save yourself some space without, you know, damaging the blimp itself, and just put it up there, hanging it up in strings, and it actually has, you know, its space in place. You get what I'm saying? Because it's a 5-inch scale. It's not super huge until you put the blimp up, and then it's like, okay, what the hell?
So it's almost disproportional?
No, I'm saying disproportional with what you have there, because it's not in scale with what you have in, you know.
Okay, I got you. I got you. Okay, I understand.
Oh, hey guys, I want to bring this up real quick. TX Boy 210. When they come out with a hot pink Boba Fett, I want to see your confirmation when it drops for PO. You're absolutely damn right. The Hello Kitty Boba Fett, take my monies.
No. That's the
Neon Tech Boba Fett.
No.
Japanese edition.
No. That's
Boba Fett.
That's
never gonna happen.
Oh, someone thought it was real. Someone thought that was real.
You see that? The excitement. It was real. It popped
Hello Kitty Boba Fett.
You see what I'm saying? Rock on.
They thought it was real.
Martin, if you're watching, clip it. We'll start the hype.
Clip that.
Hello Kitty Boba Fett.
No. But that Boba Fett, if it was all pink and it was a Boba Fett, and the reason why we call it Boba Fett because it's Arena Boba Fett, so we just flipped it. You know, being Puerto Rican and crazy in Spanish. You know what I mean? Whatever. But the pink Boba Fett will be more of a cancer awareness type of, you know,
I can
Boba
see that.
Fett. And let that be something that, okay, why do we have a pink Boba Fett? It's to remind yourselves that, you know, time is precious. People need help. This goes to people who need help. And that's something you could also add with your Chadwick Boseman purchase of Black Panther. If, you know, they actually had, you know, funds that go over there, you know, if you want to just collect it and, you know, like, oh yeah, this is my representation. Or you can be a big upper and be like, you know, scratch that. I'm not buying the figure. The money that I'm putting for the figure goes to cancer awareness.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I could actually see that happening. I can actually see that happening with the pink Boba Fett, if they ever do that. If they ever decide to jump on that.
Most definitely.
So, all right. In the next few minutes, we're going to have Lane come in. For some damn reason, he's been hitting me up all freaking day about an announcement. I swear to God, Lane. I swear to God. Let's go here. Because he was hitting me up
he's selling his PS5 to the highest bidder.
He got another Dark Side Anakin.
Really? Another Dark Side Anakin? That'd be a crazy announcement, right? Another Dark Side Anakin. How long is he gonna hold that one for? I'm wondering.
No, or he bought the third party rooted hair one.
I'll PM him and be like, so how much you want for that Dark Side?
Okay. Let's hear it. The man, the Biff, the Lane.
Hello to everybody here who would wait. Hold on, I'm hearing myself.
That's not a flattering angle, Lane.
No, but it's an easier to show angle. But, however, everybody, it's good to see everybody tonight. So I'm here to give you an official announcement for an upcoming giveaway that Geekin Out will be doing. This is a surprise for everybody tonight.
Oh dear Lord, another giveaway.
Yep, it'll be for the holiday season. It's our appreciation to everybody who has stuck with us for the past year and everything, helped the channel grow, and how much we appreciate all the audience and everybody else who has interacted with the channel. So I'm here officially, despite the yucks from everybody, to officially make you guys aware. This is just a preview for what is to come. We will have more information for you here in upcoming time, but I figure everybody will be very excited for this upcoming giveaway.
Ooh,
damn, brother.
This is going to be a special giveaway from Geekin Out. Now we're still working out the details right now, but we will have them for you guys in the near future. This will be for the holiday season, but you'll have to be at least a minimum, be a subscriber to Geekin Out to be eligible to come for this particular Hot Toys figure. Obviously, it is, to just make it a little bit closer up here so everybody can see, the Arena Boba Fett sold out. This is one that has been open, but merely just for an unboxing, streaming unboxing. So it has not been posed or displayed or anything like that. It will come, you know, in the original shipper, all that kind of stuff. But this is our gift to you guys for having been with us for this past year. Despite the goofballiness we're having, I was here to give you guys just this announcement tonight. Because I have actually some overtime work I have to do tonight, and these guys have a hard time that they actually have to finish up. So, anybody have any other quick questions or anything? Whether
Lane, why you late? Why you late?
Thank you.
Why you late? Why you late?
Wow,
why you late?
Late. Thank you. And then I see why you were freaking hitting me up throughout the morning for this. I can see why now.
So this is this is obviously everybody. Unfortunately, I was hoping they might hide it a little bit better, but as you probably have seen by our panel here, they're all a little bit tongue-tied and shocked right now.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, and Lane, here's the thing. We already announced we're going to give away the Hulkbuster, the 112 scale for Christmas. So I think that just became the second prize for the Christmas contest.
Well, no.
Unless you want to do it separately.
The Hulkbuster is the second prize. No,
Hold up.
We'll put them together.
Hey guys, this is just the first preview. I know we're only in September right now, but we wanted to make you so that, you know, everybody's here. We'll probably do some postings in the group or anything like that, because this is part of building the channel a little bit too, because we'd like to do a big push to try and get the 3K for subs and everything. But obviously this is a very sought out figure. Yes, I did purchase it and everything, but to make this very clear, it's not anything. I did not actually originally buy this for myself. I decided to convert the wait list specifically when I bought it was for Geekin Out and for using this as a giveaway for the channel. That is the entire reason that I bought it. And so we felt like, even if we didn't know we felt like it, we wanted this to be a special for everybody who does engage with us in our community. And it gives a lot of people did not have the opportunity to get this item. And so we'll give people a chance to get one for free, which I think is now, if you live outside the United States and stuff, we're maybe going to have to still work that stuff. Yeah, you may probably would have to be willing to pay for shipping. I don't have a feeling that necessarily would be a huge problem necessarily.
Exactly.
We'll work that out later.
Hey, Lane, all you have to do, just send it over to Don, and me and Don will work it out. Just send it over to Don pretty much a month before the...
You don't want to do that. Just Lane, keep it. You don't want to... I'm just kidding. No, but yeah, Lane, thank you very much.
I didn't mean to get you guys too late shot, but I just wanted also, if anybody had any reaction... No. Wow, I just almost said that wrong.
I know.
Have you been drinking?
No, not Doc. This, I know there's nothing I didn't like about it. This was always, I decided to buy it for specifically this purpose. That's why I bought it.
This was the plan
from the beginning. I've got a Boba Fett.
This was the waitlist conversion, right? This was the waitlist conversion.
Yeah, it was a waitlist conversion.
I mean, and I'll just tell you flat out. One of my plans was like kind of the same thing. I had no intention of keeping Boba Fett. I grabbed it, mainly if someone couldn't grab it. Like I talked to Nate, hey, if everyone's hooked up, we'll give this away. And Nate's like, "Are you out of your damn mind?"
Well, I wasn't sure if Nate was going to be screaming and killing my eardrums and stuff with that. But
I want to say something to Lane.
Yeah,
Lane, that is another kind gesture, heartfelt, and you only can get that here at Geekin Out. You know what I mean? Like these individuals right here is the same individuals I love seeing and having conversation with. We take jabs at each other and stuff like that. It's family when we get on the stream. You know what I mean? Like I really want to say this. Lane, you is a pillar in this Geekin Out kingdom.
Thank you, brother. Hey, Lane, hit me up. Give me your shipping. I'm sending you a shot glass.
Oh, thank you very much. But
yeah, I'll hook you up with some of that stuff. And again, not to tamper
sorry,
around.
I didn't mean to get us totally off.
No, it's cool, brother.
The stream is gonna end in like 10 minutes. It's all good.
Okay.
Yeah, and again, just real quick though, folks, we do have a number of giveaways either going on right now or going to start imminently. So again, folks, we have the summer surprise, summer thank you giveaway going on. It ends tomorrow night, folks. First prize is a Hot Toys Clone Wars Ahsoka, brand new in box from our friends Toy Dojo. That also includes a 1 of 3 artist proofs of Oilers plastic ground pound smash base. Okay, so again, that's the first prize, Ahsoka and Oilers base. Second prize is a Star Ace Green Ranger from my collection, but that also includes artist proof number 2 of Oilers bases. And again, there are 3 total artist proofs. We have 2 of them for those giveaways. Again, those giveaways, they end tomorrow night, and I'm going to put the link up to the video right now. Again, very simple. Watch the video, look for the directions, and just make the appropriate comment. Again, that's going to end tomorrow. We should hopefully have, the procedures for the giveaway winners, by the Sunday stream. If not, just stand still and just wait for the news. After that happens, we do have another contest. Again, it's specifically with Collector Zone, and it's going to be New York Comic-Con focused. And again, we just got these cards in. Obviously, if you watch, you're subscribed, you'll see the video. But if you do go to New York Comic-Con, we have a little bit of interactive business cards. Basically, it says you want to enter, scan the QR codes, and you'll get more information. Again, that's in conjunction with Collector Zone, and you can see their new logo. We got the template of. And again, the information for 6 Skill Survival Guide on Facebook, along with Collector Zone Cantina. Again, we will be giving these out at Comic-Con. A bunch of us will be giving away stickers. We'll be giving away magnets. We got some swag to give away. We might give away a few battle packs with shot glasses. And again, I do have those Hero Clicks mini, figures from DC to give away. Mainly, to kiddies or cosplayers. But again, you see me, say hi. I'll give you some swag if you recognize me. It'll be like Adam Savage, just with more swag. It's not necessarily better.
So another thing I want to bring up, Jeff is like, hey, pick something from that shelf behind you to give away. Anything that's great. One, I'm gonna give you a freaking General Grievous. You keep up with that. No, but
all right, Jeff.
Though, we do have a Hot Toys giveaway for once we hit 3,000 subscribers. So we're waiting to hit 3,000 subscribers, but we keep getting all these gracious offerings from fans and from viewers to do giveaways through the channel. So I'm
and store owners and different store owners and stuff. And again, when we do these items, generally it's one of those things. Again, we're not necessarily being sponsored. We're doing partnerships. And again, and one of the key things very early on is we want to almost keep a limit and separation. We want to be, it's not so much ethical. We just want to be transparent. So again, when we work with these stores or we work with other people, we buy these items ourselves, or it's a situation where if it's being, donated, so to say, it's going to be done by them. They'll say, this is how the contest won. Again, we try to be as transparent and as no conflict of interest as possible. Again, we are community based. We're not trying to show favoritism. We're not trying to say, and again, we appreciate every single bit of support. We have like Ash Chase and other people that continually give us the super chats. And again, it's just one of those things. We want to give every opportunity to new people to win prizes and win gifts and all the stuff we do. And part of the reason we do all these giveaways, we want as many people as they can to win. How many people can say that they've won something, but then come to Geekin Out? And again, we're going to give you sticker packs. We're going to give you swag bags, battle packs. Again, Lane has just given you the old holy grail of Hot Toys at this point. Exactly. And I'll just say at this point, so Christmas, the 112 Hulkbuster is now your runner-up.
Yeah, pretty much. So Hulkbuster is going to be the runner-up, and of course, Boba Fett is going to be the number 1. grand prize for, I guess, the Christmas giveaway, right? Or we should
or
try and
however
move
you-
that. Well, we'll see about doing it a little earlier than Christmas because we want these to get shipped out before.
Exactly. I mean, Christmas is a general term. I mean, at this point, if you go by Walmart standards, Christmas starts after Halloween.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, I was
exactly.
gonna say, we might space this out a little bit over the holiday season and stuff, like November, December, maybe, or something.
It'll be a Festivus giveaway.
Yep.
For the rest of it.
I like that.
Hey,
I like
Chris,
that.
it's the Hulkbuster 3-0. I
It's a 112 scale, but it's still taller than a 112 6.
I know,
scale
but
anyway.
just say 3-0. Just say 3-0.
Yeah, the 3-0 Hulkbuster.
Listen,
Which will now
3-0
be sold out because
Hulkbuster
you can't
is-
get the 161.
Yeah, listen, it's a perfect representation. It's the way Hot Toys should have made it for the big one. But you know, it is what it is. I'm getting them. I'm probably getting them tonight. I'm gonna hit that pre-order button and use my coupons because I have plenty right now.
I think a Hulkbuster giveaway would have been like the 10,000 subscriber moment. That would have been like
All right,
10,000 or 5,000. That would have been cool.
I'm calling for an executive decision on this. So, would Loco Lu be allowed to enter and potentially win?
Yes,
No.
he is. He is allowed, but he keeps saying no, though.
No. I will not be entering into the Boba Fett contest or the Hulkbuster because I am purchasing the Hulkbuster and I already have a Boba Fett. It would be pointless for me to do so, being that I am a part of the Geekin Out empire. You see me on a regular with the rest of these guys. So I will be ousting myself out of any possible raffles from here on out for the near future.
No.
So-
Raffles or contests? They're two separate legal entities, my friend. Are you
Okay,
trying
okay.
to loophole? I'm just messing with
Contest.
you, my friend.
Contest.
Okay.
There we go.
So you-
contest.
so you
Raffles
are-
is different because it's smaller.
So Lou, you are the major a-hole of this entire ship.
No,
Keep firing a-holes.
Oh, no. I'm not the a-hole. I am the stick.
Oh.
I'm
I
like
am the
Lou. I'm not
stick.
entering. Yeah, I'm like Lou. I'm
Damn
not gonna
it!
enter.
So Bob did just send me some cool photos of the 112
N1.
N1. So I won't be able to bring it up because we gotta head in the stream in a few minutes because I'm doing OT for tonight. So if something does release tonight, then I'll bring those back. I'll bring those photos in for tomorrow.
That could help round out the screening, or not the screening, but the stream in the morning.
Are you
Pretty
not
much.
entertained? Are you not entertained?
So I wanted to
You
bring this up.
love
That does look like that does look like the moment.
Are you
Yeah.
not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Loco, you need a necro sword to make that work.
Hold up, let me pull it out.
We need this.
Family channel. Family channel.
I'll show you how families are made.
Oh, damn. I said you up.
Jesus, Lou.
So, all right, guys. A few things before we end the stream. I know everybody's been asking for the Wepa shirts. Those should be coming in up for order within the next few days. So the pretty much made a Weapons with you shirts. They will be available at the Geekin Out Shop. So I also thank you everybody that's been supporting the Geekin Out Shop the past few days. You guys been buying up shirts all around. Finally got someone to buy the freaking mug. I'm like, wow, someone bought the mug.
Whoa, someone
I
bought
need to buy
the
the mug. I gotta buy the mug.
Someone
tonight.
bought the mug. I was like, nice. Someone got the first mug. Like,
You
I
know
don't
what?
even
You know
have
what?
the
Again.
mug. I don't
All right,
even have the mug yet.
All right, so first, okay, so person, if you're watching, if you bought the first mug, if you send us a receipt, you know, obviously blank out certain information, that you were the first person to buy that, I will send you a battle pack. Again, I will pull it in, not from our normal prize one. I will pull it from our retail stock. And again, self-promoting, self-pimping. All right, so I have 10 shot glasses left for retail. The only other ones I have are already allocated for prizes or other things. So at this point, after, again, the person who bought the first bottle shows me a receipt or Nate and gives us their information, I will send you one of the shot glass packs from our retail setting. So again, if you want to grab one, we only have 10 left. And again, we have sent orders to Canada. We even sent orders to merry old London, England. So, and a multi-pack order to be stated. So again, if you want to grab them, and again, they're not on the shop. These are limited run. Only 50 were made, and we have 10 left for sale. So
Blackbird Tech, the mug also has the regular Geekin Out logo on the actual mug. So it's like different sides. One side has the double team and one side has the Geekin Out logo. So I was just letting you know, the mug does have the actual Geekin Out logo on the other side of the mug.
Yep. And again, Lane, I told him he was going to get one. That's from a separate, fam group,
Yeah.
So that's not going to affect our overall numbers. I've got stuff for family within Geeking Out. So again, anyone wants to grab one of the shot glasses, we only have a limited number in that. I'm the one that has them in physical stock. They're not on the shop. They were limited custom run. If you want to grab one, you can either hit up Nate and he'll send you to me, or you can contact me either on Instagram or on Facebook. It's, on Instagram, it's, yeah.
On my side, I'll probably go over the order list for that one. And if I see his email or his email, I'll send it over to you. So
that's even better. Even better.
But all right, guys, thank you all for watching. If you guys want to buy the Geekin Out merch, it's on the links on the actual description of this stream, and also is on the chat right now. I will have more. I will have more of the shirts the next few days, like the Made It West with You shirts. I'm gonna have those up. Are y'all doing Christmas sweaters? We'll see. We'll see if the shop has some to make, because I am gonna get sweaters. I am gonna get leather jackets for y'all.
Man, that would be the best stream ever.
Hold on. Nate. If we're gonna do the Geekin' Out Empire proper, right? It needs to be biker leather vests. You know, right? You know what I mean? It has to be biker leather vests. We gotta do it proper, B-boy style.
Oh, you want the ranks then?
You already know.
That's the president, like Sergeant at Arms, something like that.
You know it. You know it.
That's that's way too special. We gotta work our way up to that. Okay.
No. I'm talking about for us. For us.
Oh, for us. Oh, okay.
Loco's been binge watching Sons of Anarchy, it seems.
Facts, yeah. and the Mayans.
Mr. Collectibles, yes, hoodies as well. We will have hoodies as well.
Or hoodie mafia all day.
The special menu. The special menu. Also, Ash Chase with a $2 super chat once again.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ash. Ash did pick up some shirts too. That's hey, I've been watching all go through. That was real hard.
Ash was the one that bought the cup.
Maybe.
No, it wasn't Ash. It was somebody else. I know Ash bought the. I know Ash bought one of the shirts. So yeah, that's big. Yeah,
we already got someone saying they want to walk our gear at New York Comic-Con.
Oh my god, that'd be so awesome! Oh, yo, you gotta take. Oh my god, Denobi. Damn it! The man, the myth, the legend.
The lateness.
Hey, this is your fault. I know you said you were going to check out at 5, but I'm like, he's still on. If he's still on, I'm going to try to sneak on. I mean, this is, as far as I see it, you are responsible for still being on past 5 o'clock. Right?
Oh, shit, he caught you.
Denobi. You got
my first Star Wars.
Busted. Denobi, did you see our
first Star Wars? It's here. My first Star Wars. It's finally here.
Well,
the journey that began 1 year ago at Comic-Con.
I was looking for a Star Wars figure to have in hand. Finally, I have one in hand.
Look at that. Look at that.
Denobi, did you see our announcement?
That you're giving away a Arena Fett, right?
Yep.
Right. Slightly used, but that's okay, right? It hasn't been exposed to pulsability or articulation, right?
It hasn't been touched by me. It hasn't been touched by me. I'm sorry.
Right? I mean,
it was unboxed on a stream.
I mean, you sound like one of those eBay sellers that like it's still new.
No, it's definitely
as new.
But I would point out that when I did unbox them and stuff, I did wear cloth gloves and everything, and you can see that on video.
Hey,
Lane gave it love because he wore a glove.
Hey, Denobi, I've been watching your collection tours. Great work, man. Part 1 and part 2. I'm waiting for part 3. I need to see the Rancor, man. I need to bring back the Rancor.
That's right. Yeah. Part 3
he's hoping you'll repaint it to look like the one from Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah, Denobi, you are partially responsible for this. I kept watching your review.
So he has his balls Aldrin.
what went through my head with a collection tour, it isn't just waving an iPhone around at some figures, right? You have to take the audience on a journey, right? And point out random highlights of which particular pieces mean something, or probably in some cases require more of an explanation and so forth as to why they're in the. So I find it the whole. This was the whole my whole room collection tour was something that I had just been dragging my feet, and I'm like, if I'm going to do a room collection tour, it's going to be different, right? You know, you want to give something different. Anybody can do a room collection tour, waving an iPhone around with poor lighting and so forth and bad editing. So I look at that, I study my algorithms, my scan, all that. I'm like, oh, cool. But what I didn't realize is that I thought I can do this all in 20 minutes and 30 minutes. No, no, it has to be broken up. It's my room collection tour has literally turned into The Hobbit. The film. I gotta break it up.
Denobi, it's not a collection tour, as you're finding. It's actually an introspective into your personal psyche and what matters to you, and how you're showing that and displaying that in a visual representation.
Part 3, it has been filmed. I'm in the process of editing it, and it should be up tomorrow morning. It'll be finished tonight, and then I'll have it ready. And then that'll conclude the room collection tour trilogy for me, at least for the next couple of years. But what's interesting is that my room is going to probably change by December because my excuse why I was dragging my feet was I needed my Max 140s. I ordered 2 last year in November, and I haven't received those yet. And I know that would completely change the dynamic and flow of my room. So, but hopefully you kids out there are enjoying it, and something different, right? And unique.
It was beautiful, man. The experience was awesome. Also going to history, like your personal history of how you acquire these figures and how they went down with getting released and what happened. Like this moment right here, we're talking about how
the barge,
how is aging like fine wine. The barge.
Yeah, that's not Denobi 2. That's Denobi Attenborough. In documentary for BBC.
Well, see, I like my room tour is a little bit easier. I just go like this and then go like there it is. There's a room tour.
Yeah,
decide off.
Yeah, it's so and then the comments have been really positive, and then it's been really interesting. They're like, oh, I had no idea.
Well,
I thought Denobi 2 just crowed a lot. Like, no, there's a little bit more to me than just yelling at the kids for day one pre-ordering and all sorts of shenanigans and all sorts of stuff. So, but
you went full Droid Depot out.
What's that?
I said you went full Droid Depot out. You got the C-3PO, you've got the battle droid, you did the whole thing. You got TC-130.
It's no secret, right? Even Nate knows I have a love for droids. Even Nate knows that, right?
Yep. No, I'm not wrong with that. I'm just saying you go hardcore. It's like in for a pound, in for a penny, or whatever. I
remember.
Yeah,
I remember you unboxed
droids like I collect turtles.
Here's the thing, though. I remember when he did his unboxing of Rey from Rise of Skywalker. It was literally on Geekin Out while we were talking about figures, and I was like, so you just picked up Rey for Dio, pretty much, because you collect droids. Yeah, of course. You just waving Rey.
I remember that. And I'm like, hey,
it was not the prize. It was Dio.
And I'm like, hey, thanks, J.J. Abrams. We have the first PTSD droid.
Yeah.
So,
and I want to say I went to check on Dio recently, like a week or so ago. That little droid sold for like $150. I went a week or two ago. Just the droid. I told you. I was like, the value is in the droid. Because I just assumed, I'm like, we're never going to see a 1/6 scale version of Dio ever again. The way this film has just been schlocked over, we're never going to see it. So no Venom in my collection, though. And part 3, I'm going over my Spider-Verse. Fortunately, I have no Venom in my Spider-Verse. He's not allowed.
That's okay. That's okay. I can keep my Venom. I'm good. I got this one, the third party one.
Kenobi just set up there was a Venomverse comic, so you can just do a Venomverse version of everybody.
You have the Sith Trooper.
Nah, well, that's right, the Sith Trooper. I forgot the name of that one.
You know what though? The funny thing is, and you're not the first person, and I totally agree with it. That fits perfectly with Clone Wars. It's almost like a Clone Wars commando or special operative. That fits more with clones than it does with the actual sequel trilogy. And the funny thing is, that might be one of the better figures, and it actually aesthetically does not match with anything else they've produced.
The Revenant Trooper. Hey, I bought 4 of those. 4 of them, and everyone was like, "Man, this figure ain't gonna." It's just a repaint Rogue One, and here we are. Everybody's hunting.
Do you still have the Remnant Troopers, or did you sell them?
No, I got 4 of them. No,
okay.
That moment where Mando was like 4-1. I like those odds, man. I had to. Had to be 4.
Is he still above Grail status? Is he still trending above $400 a pop?
Nah, he's been going down because of what happened with that. It took a while though. It took a while, but
he was above $400 for a while. The Remnant Trooper, wasn't he?
The Remnant Trooper, no, it's still trying to be. It's still people's trying to hunt down the Remnant Trooper, though. Yeah.
Are you confusing Remnant Trooper with the Rogue One Stormtrooper?
Not
no,
the Rogue One,
Remnant Trooper.
The Remnant, the one that looks all beat up and crusty. Wasn't that one?
The Battle
Damage 500 for a while.
The reason why I said Rogue One because it's the Rogue One Trooper repainted with
okay.
battle damage.
Oh yeah, it's the same base mold. You know, because I have both of them. So
yeah, the Remnant Trooper is still hard to find as far as like a decent price at this point.
How much is the Rogue One going for?
We don't talk about Rogue
380 to 400.
Oh, not as much as I thought it would be. Oh well.
Well, I'm still feeling sad because I missed out on a Shore Trooper captain from Rogue One like last week.
I know for like a ridiculously good price, right?
Yeah, I was just like
I heard that price and I'm like, Lane, were you on crack to not jump on that, especially if it was a good figure confirmed?
At work. It was put up while I was at work, so I saw it like 50.
Lane, that's no excuse. Do you have a phone? Do you have social media? Do you have alternate access?
We're here to tell you, Denobi, how cool he is and what a great collection.
Yeah. Lane, let's not divert the discussion, DonPrime.
They still got OT for the HT. Wait,
hey, gotta be digitally integrated. I'll just tell you that.
Look at see that patrol trooper, that figure looks.
That's a grail there.
That's where Denobi can say Hot Toys has its priorities sometimes weird, where it's like let's put that much time and effort into a guy who showed up and crashed like a moron 10 seconds in a movie, but let's not make sure some of these figures are some of the main characters like Obi-Wan Kenobi from Obi-Wan, make sure the facial sculpt in the pictures look like grade A awesome to help people sell. Like, this is the main character of the property you're trying to get people to buy a series of.
Yeah,
this looks cool to know.
This set looks amazing, though. All the troopers together, Denobi, great job. Great job.
Now, can I ask one question, and it's legitimate? You say you don't watch the Clone Wars or any of the cartoons?
I don't.
So why are you posing this as a Clone Wars? Just because it looks good? I mean, I'm being legitimate. I'm not trying to
because he buys troopers. He said
it. I'm giving you a legitimate reason because Hot Toys did not market it as a Toontown. Remember, they created this hybrid because the Star Wars fans were chicken shit about actually displaying a Toon figure. So this is, to me, right? These figures are seen from a certain point of view. So you would see it as a Toontown clone trooper, where I would see it as a regular Revenge of the Sith. I kind of wish they would have preferred to stick with one genre, but this is their answer to cater to the Star Wars babies. Let's create a hybrid version where it would cater to the realism and the Toontown version.
Okay. I mean, and that's a legitimate answer because the thing is, I'm looking and I have as you would say, aside from the Coruscant Guard, because again, it's one of those things, unless it's a shock trooper, the Coruscant Guards was specifically in Clone Wars. I'm looking at that. I technically have a Toontown, shelf right now with Ahsoka and Rex and all that.
And that's the thing. It's not manufactured. It's not created. It's very realistic. You put that in true light in, you know, in a desert atmosphere, that looks like a legitimate actor wearing a stormtrooper a suit. So this is one of the things that I kind of applaud Sideshow just a little bit, that they're at least making the Toontown versions of the Clone Wars. My only gripe with them is they're soft goods. They still, for the life of day, they cannot figure the manufacturing of their costumes. You can, like, the stitching is horrible, the patterns, but they are taking a risk making a cartoon version of Anakin and Kenobi and so forth. And I think that's cool. I think that's awesome. It's just their soft goods. It's just their outfits, the stitching. Like when you get too close, when you expose those Toontown figures to 4K blast, they just don't hold up to the scrutiny. But Hot Toys, they wanted to play it safe, and that's fine. They're playing it safe. They created a hybrid version, like the Bad Batch, right? They sculpted those heads semi-realistic, even though they're based on toon characters, which don't even really resemble. Why? Because the Star Wars fans were scared to display a cartoon representation of their favorite cartoon series. Shame on Hot Toys on that one. They should have stuck with one or the other.
So Denobi, see, because we got a few more minutes. Actually, Lou, you gotta go because I'm probably gonna stay a little bit more with Denobi and hear his thoughts about certain subjects.
Who said I had to go? I said Nick gotta go.
You said you gotta go and do it. Okay, guys, I gotta go in 2 minutes. Oh, that's Lane. My bad.
Learn how to read.
Lane.
Learn how to read.
Lane, you gotta go.
Hooked on Phonics works for me.
Lane, hey, you want to go?
Yeah, I gotta go here because I have to, much like you, actually do some work here shortly. So I want to eat dinner. But Denobi, sorry for having to bail on.
Oh, that's all right.
It's always good to see you.
That's all right.
I like to catch your stream, but it's when you do them at 2 a.m. my time and like midnight your time, it makes it hard during the weekdays.
Lane, sleep is for the week.
Yeah,
but when you got to be
the midnight runs. Yeah, the midnight runs really are really designed because the U.S. audience has so much options and alternatives to view. Yeah. Midnight runs were always designed, at least in my eye, to the patrons around the world. Europe. But if you join, like I tell Smizzle and everything, it's always a weird surprise to see Bob Dylan show up on a midnight. I was like, I go, Bob, what are you doing awake? Shouldn't you be in bed?
Bob Dylan don't need sleep. He's like a robot, actually, I think, or something, actually.
Yeah.
Anyway, Denobi, sir, everybody, I was just stopping in for a few minutes this evening. As always, it's good to see everybody, and everybody's doing good. And obviously, we got some cool giveaways. Denomi's got some good wisdom. He's got an excellent room and collection to show off. And I need to watch now. Need to go watch those videos that I haven't.
Oh, they're good. I can't wait for part 3.
They're good. They're informative. Like I said, it's Denobi Attenborough.
Yeah, well, Denobi proves to me he is a true connoisseur because he knows troopers are where it's at, baby. All righty. Take care, everybody. And everybody in chat, it was good speaking to everybody in there as well. Take care. Have a good night.
Later, Lane.
Later,
guys.
All right. So, Denobi. So, what are your thoughts on the recent Shanghai exclusive come into Sideshow now?
Which one has officially entered the ability to be purchased?
Mark 46.
Mark 46. Thoughts and prayers, though, because the situation is now. I forgot the saying where there's a saying for this, but I'm going to try to explain it in the best layman's way I can. Where you have someone where you are a sofa salesman and you have a couple that walks in and they point to the one sofa that's green and they stomp their feet. We want this. And then the sofa salesman tells them, we're sold out. We're sold out. Well, I want this. And then 15 minutes later, hey, I have a sofa and I just found in the back. And then the couple turns to each other and says, you know what? Here's the thing. We want to think about it now. That's what I've seen with the Mark 46 being on Sideshow. People are now
the rarity is gone now.
Yeah, well, now
because
now the excuses, and one of the excuses that one of the individuals I was talking to on Instagram, well, you know what, it's out of my price range. Well, weren't you crowing for the Mark 46? Hmm? Oh, well, you know, Denobi's $500 now. So here's the thing, Denobi is $500 now. You know, it is. It's $500. I mean, you can pepper it with some discounts and coupons and all that, but let's not beat around the bush, right? You are being punished by history. That is punishment by history in its truest form, right there. Because the original Mark 46 was only what, 300? What did I tell you, Nate? 345?
345 to 345.
345.
Yeah.
Yeah, 345. And then shipping at the time at that year, I think it was like $15. They weren't collecting sales tax at that time.
Nope.
Now it's sales tax. Now it's inflation shipping. Now, if you don't pepper it with a coupon, you are breaking $500 on a limited, right? You're getting fraction, right? This is a prime example of shrinkflation. So now the figure's been made available. Now you have to ask yourself, do you want to take the leap of faith at a higher sticker price? And essentially, I kind of see it going backwards because there's so much good things in the future moving forward. Right.
Mm-hmm.
This is a tough one. This is a situation where you're at a crossroads and you have to make a very difficult decision in a crowded, saturated market. I wish I could be happy for the collectors that now have the opportunity, but I just have sympathy because this is a giant fat horse pill to swallow. Now you're looking on a figure that's missing, a bunch of accessories, and it's not just a head sculpt. That head sculpt came with a unique neck collar that was specifically designed for the Mark 46. So it's not just a head sculpt; it's additional accessories that's being omitted. So, but you guys have listened to me. Majority of my iron suits are not even displayed with a head sculpt, but I like to use every part of the chicken when I cook it. Everything gets used when I'm cooking chicken, and the head sculpt on this one was repurposed for a Kit Bash Infinity War Tony Stark. So the head sculpts are always repurposed in making Tony Stark in a regular suit, anything. You can always repurpose that head in a regular human body. So it's everything gets used. Everything gets used when I purchase an Iron Man. I don't know if you do that or not, Nate. I don't know if that's something that.
Oh yeah, I can bash my my stuff. I'm actually preparing my Mark 47 head sculpt, and I'm gonna use that and the actual collar, the red collar that goes with the neck, and I'm gonna add it to this Mark 46. And you pretty much create the moment where Mark 46 or Iron Man was looking at Cap. Yeah. Like, dude, I gotta avenge my family. So
yeah. And then put Fad Gadget's comment. It is a tough one. This is a hard. There's nothing easy about this at all. There's nothing easy about this. You've been given the opportunity to buy a past Grail. It's not a Grail anymore. It's probably just a chase figure now. But this is an expensive leap of faith, right? $500 is what I see for something that 5 years ago was $344. But the difference between 4 or 5 years ago is that pre-orders on Sideshow were only averaging about 40 per year, 40 to 50 per year. Now we're looking at the barrel down of 150 pre-orders. So things are different. So even if you're presented the opportunity, like I was explaining, most collectors probably wouldn't bite on the bullet anyway. So, oh well, Denobi's 500, and I got other pre-orders now, and I'm like, but I thought you wanted the Mark 46. Well, I didn't know it was going to be $500, and I'm like, oh, okay, right.
Same song, different dance.
Right. That's it. Right. That's it. Everybody stomped and crowed for the Mark 46 and these exclusives. Now you're given the opportunity, and everybody looks the other way when the check is brought to the table after a nice hearty dinner. So, But again, it's tough. I don't blame anybody. It's expensive right now. There's a lot of good stuff right now, Nate. Everybody's on a budget. Everybody's trying to get certain figures, running out of space. It's cats and dogs living together. It's a mess right now.
And just remember, Denobi will save you. And millions of registered voters will come and watch his stream.
And Ghostbuster reference, I love it.
Oh yeah.
But again, I think we're probably going to see the same thing happen with the Stealth Cap and the Stormtrooper Chrome.
You can almost guarantee. You can almost place a bet. You can make those exclusives available now, and people are still going to hesitate and clutch on their wallets. But again, you can't blame anybody right now. There's a lot on the plate right now. Everybody is jonesing for a piece of the action. It's not just Hot Toys. You have enemy factions outside of the system, right? You have Exo 6 over here. You have Mondo T's over there. You have InArts on this section, right? So everybody is trying to grab a piece of the pie. I say, stay on yellow alert and and let the pawns go first on Exo6 and InArts. Mondo T's, no. I love Mondo T's. Mondo T's and those He-Man timed pre-orders. Oh, I can drool over those. I love me the timed pre-orders. You got 2 days to pre-order. Mondo T's, they don't play around. You want She-Ra, you want He-Man, you want Man, you want any of that stuff? You got 2 days. Come on, 2 days. And you're like, and then boom, legit. Mondo T's doesn't look back.
You know what? Of course, you had to bring up the pawns go first. I had to bring it up. Okay, guys, prepare your ears.
In chess, the pawns go first. Humans and their guns.
Guns always go first.
Pawns
always go first.
Yeah, the pawns are always your best.
Yeah. Who was part of that batch too? It was the 46, that fantastic 2.0 cap, which will be entering my collection if it's made available.
Stealth Cap and the Storm Chrome Trooper.
Oh, yeah, throw them on. I'll find a spot. I'll glue him to the top of my module case. I'll find a spot. I don't care.
He's part of your trooper rule. He's part of the trooper rule.
Yeah, he's part of the trooper rule. I need to get him because right now I got all my chrome clones, and I got my chromies. I need my chromies, my chromie homies. That's what it is. And my chromie homies. Leave my chromie homies alone. My chromie homies are coming home.
One for the chromies.
Yeah,
chromies. 3 weeks.
Are you gonna keep the Chrome Stormtrooper, Don? Who here got the Chrome Trooper and then talked up some story about there was a scratch and had to take it back? Was that you, Loco, or Don? Which one of you cats?
That was me. And the fact there was bubbles and scratches and there was legitimate flaking on my figure. Yeah, I sent it back and. Yeah.
You know what I did with my Chrome Trooper? I threw that in a desert, man. I got that bad boy scuffed. I got that. Look, my Chrome Trooper saw action. Come on now. This is part of the game.
Would you see these where it looked like a vampire took a bite out of the pelvic region?
Man,
he was seasoned. That's what it is.
Didn't I do a short trooper? I mean, I went out to the Colorado River. I got that bad boy in the muck boy. I got that. He saw. Look, after the photo shoot, my short trooper suffered PTSD. I promise.
Yeah, post-traumatic shit disorder.
with me, if it's like a certain area where I was like, it's not in the front, it's just in the back or on the side, I'm good. I'm not gonna cry a river about it.
No, man, come visit me in Vegas. I'll take you on location, real mountainous, expose it to some dirt desert. Hell, I'll bring Jawas along. It'll be true.
It'll be a nice cookout.
If it's Star Wars, if Area 51 in the 8 in the background, it ain't realistic. Just gonna say.
You know, I'm taking that N1 Starfighter. Once they release it, I'm taking that on location. I'm gonna get some beautiful desert landscape shots.
Oh.
I'm gonna find like a dry lake bed, and I'm gonna get some alien Tatooine shots. It'll be fun.
Protect your milkshakes, everyone. Hey, protect your milkshakes. Yeah, Denobi, I got 2 chromes coming in at the end of the month. I got 2 chromes clone troopers. So I can't wait to get those. I'm gonna put them with my Jango Fett.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a second one so that way I can display both helmets.
Yeah, they'll be like my specialist.
Special ops.
Yeah, with my Jango Fett. Like his special ops clone troopers. Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait.
CTU.
I think
CTU stormtrooper.
Yeah, when it comes to like I love them. I love all the troopers. That stormtrooper section there, that kind of surprised a few people. They didn't think I had that money. It's like, yeah, I may talk the crap about Boba Fett and his shitty show, but
Shots fired.
You know, I do have I do love the stormtroopers and clone troopers and short troopers and tank commanders, and I even had the boring ass transport trooper that everybody slept on. Everybody's like, no one's collected the transport trooper. I'm like, yeah, I'll bring them on.
See,
hey, I got the transport. It's my custom Bill Burr.
Let me see. I think CMB also, he's gonna get his trooper in this week as well.
Oh, word?
Yeah, it's clone trooper. Yeah, we all got our clone troopers, man. We're gonna get them.
Well, I got my Boba Fett first, so I'm gonna go and continue the payments as I go.
Yeah, I'll I go into detail in part 3 of my collection tour. All of this is
there. We go.
Part 3.
I can't wait. That's my favorite. That's my favorite. That Rancor right there, man. I gotta see him again. I've been going back in your videos, watching the heavy Mando and stuff.
Derek,
the day you get a Rancor is when I get a Hot Toys Hulkbuster.
What's that?
Hey! I hold you to that, Lou. I hold you to that, Lou.
What did he say? Was he being funny? What did Loco say?
I said
Loco's gonna buy us all pre-orders.
No. I said the day Nate gets a Rancor that is 6 scale is the day I get a Hulkbuster, regardless of price.
Hold you to it.
You said Hulkbuster, not a 1/6 scale Hulkbuster.
Loophole. Bingo! He got the loophole.
I know how Lou plays with loophole.
So do I. Believe me, I know.
I did not pre-order Locutus. I do not like this version of Locutus. This is the next generation first appearance of Locutus. I am not a big fan of this one. I have to pass up on this one simply because if they make a first contact Locutus, I would prefer that one, even though the owner of Exo-6 Engine said he's not going to make a first contact Locutus. I don't like this one. The problem with this one is that they made it screen accurate, and in the 89 show, they use anything that was cobbled up in the trash, like tubing and cheap molding, and unfortunately, they did a good job. For a low resolution show, when you were watching Next Generation, it didn't have to be under high definition scrutiny. The Next Generation show under high def scrutiny, that suit does not hold up. And he did a fantastic job capturing the likeness of Locutus from the Next Generation show, that it looks campy. That's what it is. It looks very low budget campy. And that's exactly how the suit was. Low budget and campy. I've never liked it. It looks like he has like wash and hose tubes sticking out of him. It's a joke. No, it's first contact, set the standard for what a Borg moving forward should look like. And that's probably the one. And I can wait. Honestly, I could wait.
Yep.
That should be the main thing for collectors.
Yeah.
Like if you don't like this particular version of a character or what have you, just either move on or wait till the next one. But Don, we gotta end the stream.
Okay, I got you.
So any last words, Dino, before we end the stream?
Nope. Part 3 of the room collection tour will be up tomorrow morning. So it's filmed already. I just got to clean it up. I got to edit, add some sound, and all that good fun stuff.
All right.
Cool.
that's
See you,
about
folks.
it. Thank you, Denobi, for coming in. It was nice. I can't wait for that part 3. And I hope everyone does well for the next few pre-orders are coming into play. So make sure, you can keep your wallet safe. You keep your collection safe. And prepare. Just prepare. The storms are coming. The storms are freaking coming, y'all. So again, thank you all for watching. Remember, we're just simple collectors trying to make our way in this freaking galaxy, and may the weapons with you always.
Release the Kraken.
And also, keep it peaceful, guys. Keep it peaceful.
Really? Man of your talents? It's a peaceful life.